Wow.
Let's figure out how to
Huh.
shit.
All right.
We're live, I guess, right?
It's a whole different look, right?
Yeah, it's weird because we're all on the same camera this time.
Hey,
Hello.
What up, diggity dogs?
Well, welcome. This is it's unfamiliar territory. We're all in the same room. Yay! I think the last time we did this was in like June or July.
Yeah, we had one.
Right? There was one. It is the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast Christmas Extravaganza. We have our friend from the Turnbuckle Throwbacks, Phil Ray, is in studio with us.
Yay.
Hey,
Fill up.
And of course, Kevin and Tony and myself, the Shining Wizards. We got look at that. Ryan Sullivan. What in the holy hell? We figured it out. Tony figured out technology. He figured it out.
Who do I have to fight for that championship belt outside, though?
It's a farce.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to bring my championship belt. We got a ton of wrestling to talk about tonight. We got a throwback. It's a Christmas extravaganza. We're gonna have a good time. The libations are flowing.
Yes. Yes.
Right,
Libations.
Is that a thing?
Libations.
Well, that's all the same.
Libations.
Government of the law.
Yes, of course.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what? Did you
I am
already?
the law.
What are you doing? You fucking with my volume?
No, fucking talking. Jack off.
This is
He said talk.
Jesus. Like you can't do anything without somebody going, "Hey, what are you doing?
What are you
Fucking
doing,
do what you
guy?"
do, bro. You're
I like
good.
your little like setup there. Your little like
His wood shop setup?
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, if I didn't, I usually have to have this because the camera's got to be up higher to get me on. Otherwise, you'd be looking at my tits and my fucking belly.
Hey, yo.
I don't think you want to do that.
Why?
So, I don't know. Unless you want to. Do you want to?
Yeah.
So there's a
good.
small part of the audience that wants to, Tony.
Yeah, Merry Titsmas.
Oh, look,
There you
Ryan
go.
Sullivan, very excited. I'm not blocked.
Thank you for doing
You
that.
should
man.
be.
And then look at this Manny Crazzo, the comeback of Sour Milk Phil.
Sour milk Phil.
It's from the Bamboozled game, I'm thinking.
Oh, that's right. With the
Yeah.
jelly beans. That's
Yeah.
right. Good
Fucking
call.
Miko hand
Ugh.
job.
Or the Bean Boozled game, not Bamboozled.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are fucking gross.
Why
Tony
would
kept
you-
that tradition for a couple of years, actually.
Why would you say Miko Handjob? He's your guy.
I thought he didn't like me anymore. He wanted to team up with you against Tombstone Jesus and me, didn't he?
Oh, you're like
Oh,
fucking
no.
8 months late on that.
Well, I'm just keeping it real, bro. It's 2022.
Are
At
you
the
gonna...
end of 2022, actually, it's our last show of the year.
Yeah, we're going out with a bang with our
Fuck yeah.
Shining Wizards Christmas extravaganza. We're getting in the rewind machine, going back to December 22nd, 1997, Monday Night Raw. And I think we're just gonna have a good time tonight and talk a lot of wrestling and do a lot of wrestling talk, and it's all here next. The Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait, where the hell's my
I'd like to think so.
dude? Where is my intro? My intro is not on here. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here we go. All this and next and something else on the Shining Wizards
Blah,
Wrestling
blah,
Podcast.
blah. What a dude.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live on rantiumradio.com and available on all podcast platforms and at shiningwizards.com. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. As always, we thank you for your continued support. And now, enjoy the show.
This is Kenny Omega, and you are cleaning up the competition with Shining Wizards Podcast.
What's up, fuckers?
Where did cheese go?
It's a stupid fucking question, Kevin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Whoa!
Hey, this is Moose.
God, that was disgusting.
Shining Wizards rule the world.
You are tuned in live to episode 617 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Coming to you live in Studio A on the rant for one more time. rantiumradio.com. Coming to you live on the social medias in living color. the Facebooks, the Twitches, the Twitters, and the YouTubes, and going with you wherever you go, as always, because we're available on each and every streaming and podcast platform. And as the music dies down, we bring an end to 2022 with some wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
Tony,
Matt.
KJG.
PGR.
fuck yeah.
Stupid son of
What's the G stand for?
Gorgeous motherfucker.
Oh,
No, it doesn't.
It actually Gregory is the middle name.
yeah, fucking dork.
Greg.
Howdy.
Yeah. Uncle Howdy?
Hey yo.
Well, this is it. The swan song of 2022, the swan song of our live stream on the rant. I know Matt loves it so much.
That's why you brought Phil in, so you two can fucking reminisce about the rant.
If you guys are just going to kiss, just get it over with now.
I promised Matt I wouldn't schmooze with Tony on the kissing tonight.
Yeah, and that ain't right, dude. You guys went fucking gallivanting all around this great state, going up to visit Tommy Fierro, buying some wrestling magazines.
No magazines, VHS tapes.
bought VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your experiences. What'd you think of the wrestling collector site thing, whatever?
The store is fantastic. You could definitely lose your shirt in there.
Yeah.
I bet.
I know Phil inquired about the wrestling album cassette still in package, and he wanted like $150 for it.
That's not right. I don't think. I mean, he knows better than me, but that's definitely not right.
Yeah.
That's like a $50 tape, if that.
I was hoping
if
for like
that.
$35.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we put the VHS tapes back and bought that instead.
Yeah, but brand new, still sealed. I mean,
It's
you know.
basically an empty album cover, empty album sleeve with the cassette stuck on the top of it, which I
Yeah.
got in 1985. you know,
Yeah, had the
for
same
Christmas.
thing.
Yeah.
Fucking ripped the shit out of the box, threw it out, and
Yeah.
kept the tape.
Yeah.
I could never open not a VHS. I could never open tape
DVDs,
cassettes.
the long tall boxes.
No, the VHSs were okay because you'd be able to like bite them open, but tape cassettes with the packages,
Oh yeah.
they were terrible to open.
shrink wrap gimmicks.
Shrink wrap gimmicks, exactly.
And the cassette didn't even have like the plastic sleeve,
It did
right? It
not.
was just the tape.
no,
like
Pile
stuck in-
Driver did though. If you bought
Oh,
Pile
yeah.
Driver,
Pile Driver did, yeah.
yeah.
tape cassette singles.
Which Matt got
had
on
the
VHS
plastic-
today, by
had
the way.
plastic sleeve.
Yeah.
Tape cassette singles, but actual tape cassettes were the hardest things to open. Like
Shout out to Columbia House.
Columbia House and Sam Goody.
8 for a penny.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the machines they used to have at Sam Goody where you could make your own singles? Like you
Yep.
buy the songs individually and they put them all on the tape
Yep.
for you?
I do.
Those
What?
were-
No,
Yeah.
we do because we're old.
It was a
They don't.
gimmick for a while. Instead of selling cassette singles like they started doing like in the later 90s, they had a machine where like it would give you like a list of songs and you just put in the numbers of the songs that you wanted and it would make a cassette with all the songs on them and spit it out for you.
Today years old.
It's quite the gimmick.
It's news to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I
The original mixtape.
Yeah. They didn't last too long because then once singles started coming out, everybody just paid.
Yeah, I kind of think you're making
99
that up.
cents
Actually,
No,
No,
it's
not at all.
legit.
tape. So you could pick whatever songs you want from any artist.
It had to be, but it had to be available there. You couldn't say, "Hey, you have Blue Oyster Cult from 1973." If they didn't have it, you didn't get it.
Or the Cure,
Yeah.
or
Show
Culture,
me, show me,
Show me.
or Culture Club.
Come.
That would be our mixtape today.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That though.
Oh, you throw some Pantera on there because we talked. Me and Phil had a day. Look, Tony said Phil was going to join us, and he said it was going to be over the StreamYard, and I said no, this is ridiculous. This is a Christmas extravaganza. So I reached out to Phil. I said, "Hey, do you want me to come pick you up and bring you to Tony's?" And Phil declined. He didn't want to put me out. But I
Yeah.
said, "I'm offering. I got nothing to do," and I said, "We'll make a day out of it." So we were gonna go get lunch and hang out, and then I picked up Phil. And we were talking in the car, and we were talking about
Told about
80
doing the show in May at Tommy's next show. Think about doing the table.
Shut up, Siri.
Oh boy.
We were talking about the 80s Wrestle Fest that's coming to Morristown again in May.
Yeah.
Men in Arena.
Yeah, and then I told Phil I pulled a picture off of his Facebook for the ad tonight, and it was a picture of him from that event. I said, "Oh, it's right around the corner from my house." And he said, "Oh yeah, I've been talking to Tommy. Would love to get up there." I said, "Fuck it, let's go."
How far
No,
is it?
wasn't.
How far is it from Staten Island to Sussex County?
So where he is, about an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made good time.
All right.
It wasn't bad. And then what? We weren't going to sit around a fucking Chili's or an Applebee's for fucking 3
Yeah.
hours.
The place is basically the size of Tony's basement. It's not really that big.
What?
place.
Tommy's place?
Tommy's place. Yeah. So
I thought it looked. Well, he does a great job.
that's I
then,
told him it
because-
looks bigger.
Yeah,
on,
it looks
on,
bigger
yeah.
on
That's
TV,
that's
yeah.
the first thing I told him because he took us in the back where they have like the autograph wall,
Yeah.
He has all the old banners from the WWF, so that's pretty dope.
It was
But-
fun. It was a good. It was
Yeah.
fun. Then we came back down and we went to Chevy's over here, and we had some snacks, drinks, and then we ended up here.
A couple of Modelo's and some margaritas.
Snacks.
You had Modelo, Matt.
I did not. I had a
I had some
margarita.
Modelo, yeah.
You
I
had
just-
Modelo's.
I discovered it 2 years ago for the first time.
Modelo's.
Yeah.
Modelo's are fantastic.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
You're smart. You're a smart guy.
Nah, I'm not that smart. I pretend to be on podcasts, though.
But we're
How-
very happy to have you here.
Thank you very much.
How was everyone's Christmas?
Good. Long. Had the girls, my nieces over in the morning at me and my dad's house. Then took a little napski McGapski, and then we went to my brother's house and saw them again, and they were just out of control nuts. And their family was good. It was a lot of fun. So Christmas is always good. It's chaotic, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
Now, before anyone answers, Kevin, did you get any wrestling related Christmas gifts?
Not one.
Nothing.
Nope.
That's a bummer.
So the only thing I asked for were AEW figures of past guests. So I
Okay.
asked for Evil Uno, Thunder Rosa, and
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
Kenny Omega.
No, I have a Kenny Omega and maybe a Jericho because I don't think I have an AEW Jericho. So I asked for those, and I even included the link to Ringside Collectibles because they were all like $6,
Nice.
but no dice. So I'll go to the Livingston Mall next week and I'll pick up a Thunder Rosa.
All right. I
myself.
dig.
Yeah, because she's a very good friend of the show.
What about you, T Donk? How was your Christmas?
Long. I mean, we went up Christmas Eve. We went up to my sister-in-law's house.
Word of the day.
Saw
You said
the
up. So where's up?
Fairfield.
Okay.
We saw my niece and nephew who are like 3 and 4 years old, so they were going nuts, which was great. It's always great to see the little kids like
Yeah.
that.
Christmas time.
Christmas Day, we went out with my dad and his girl, and my brother and his girlfriend brought all the kids. So it was like a Brady Bunch reunion. We went out to dinner, had a nice dinner up in Little Falls.
That many kids, huh?
Well, she's got 4 and he's got 2. So yeah, it was
It's a lot of fucking.
well,
Hey, yo.
it's 2022, man. That's what the kids do
It's
these
a lot
days.
of mouths to feed
And then after that, he's like, "Why don't you come over for a while?" So we went over to his place, and
for the
her
fucking?
parents. Yes, that's what we welcomed Jesus into the world the way he wasn't welcomed into the world, with a lot of fucking.
Wow, your family's weird.
So we went over to his place, and her parents lived downstairs, so they had her whole family over, which we were all friendly with, great people. And so we had like another fucking complete meal of just desserts. It was insane. We ate like fucking animals yesterday.
And he's over here screaming at us to eat fucking pizza.
I
Yeah.
bought a pizza. Nobody's taking part of the pizza. It's
I'm
fucking
gonna have a-
I'm
delicious.
allergic
Pizza-
to mushrooms.
Where's the pizza going? If Phil's allergic to mushrooms, trying to fucking kill him.
Are you really allergic to mushrooms?
I'll
Oh,
scrape them off.
No.
Yeah, I'll scrape him off. Then he goes in the fucking anaphylactic shock of my car and just dump him on the fucking West Side Highway.
Can I tell you
That's too far.
how impressed I am that he actually got anaphylactic right?
It's early. Don't worry.
like the guy can't say like 2 words together, and he said
Oh,
anaphylactic.
you know I fucked up the guest's name this morning when I recorded
Yeah, I
that
posted his
podcast
balls
at
about
8
it
a.m.
today. I'm like, you fucked his name up, right?
Oh, we had a whole conversation about it before we even hit the record button, and then I did the intro, and it was instantly fucked it up. Instantly.
Phil, how was your Christmas?
I spent Christmas Eve with the parents. We had early lunch / dinner. My parents are into like going out to eat now. They don't cook anymore.
Back
So-
in Queens?
yeah,
Nice.
Long Island, Queens area, and then I spent Christmas Day with the girlfriend. And she gave me a
Nice.
bunch of, like,
Whoa! Breaking news. Dun, dun, dun,
She got, like,
dun.
she must have shopped on Fanatics because she got me like a bunch of Mets and Viking shit, and then she bought me like a Roman Reigns Fanatic shirt. It's
That's
Yo,
pretty awesome.
how about your Vikings?
How about them Vikings?
How
Yeah,
about that
We'll see what
win?
happens in the playoffs. I'm not getting too excited yet. But
Are you-
yeah, I had a great. She got me a bunch of sneakers and like really cool shit, man. Just really had a nice, quiet Christmas. And then I watched basketball all day after that.
My wife got me the MetaQuest.
My
the
wife.
fucking 3D fucking like
Oh, the AR thing.
headset.
The
Yeah,
AR
dude.
my nephew,
God.
my godson's got that, man.
It's fucking we were playing it a little bit yesterday when we got home, and
Did you
it's-
punch anybody out yet?
No, you know what? I got Beat Saber for free. The fucking thing with the swords where you fucking hit
Oh,
the
yeah,
notes
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. Oh, it was
My
amazing.
godson loves that shit.
It's fucking great. My son
Beat
was playing.
Saber?
Yeah, what is that? Is
Name's
that-
this shit.
It's not Meat Saber. It's Beat Saber.
I said Beat Saber, you
That's how we
dipshit.
got the kid. He gave her a meat saber.
Zack
Yo.
Saber?
Oh, there you go. My son was playing something called Gorilla Tag, and he was like
Oh.
trying to run around like a gorilla.
Played that in high school. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
What kind of crazy game? Gorilla Tag. Why don't you
Yeah.
just call it fucking tag?
Yeah, what the hell's Gorilla
My godson plays it all the time, and this is the first time I've seen it. I didn't get to play it because my son figured it out. He went on there, and he's actually on all fours, like running on his
We
hands
played
and his
gorilla
feet.
ball in high school. It's basketball. It's like half court basketball, and everything's under the paint.
It was
So
fucking.
you're blocking, you're elbowing, you're punching. It's
I don't know,
really bad.
man. I was playing Beat Saber. I was having a blast playing it. My wife was watching some Billie Eilish concert in 3D. It's fucking wild.
That VR stuff is insane, dude.
It's crazy. And this shit, it's all the unit by itself. Like I had one for PlayStation. You don't have to plug it into shit. You just put it on your head, you turn it on, you go. That's it. It's really cool.
All
You
right.
guys are
Well,
stupid.
I'm
Only
sorry,
be-
Matt. What-
it'll only be a matter of time before Tony's impaled on this fucking thing over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, in fairness, I took the monitor down so this way the camera could get a view of everything.
Tony, did you have a Virtual Boy when you were younger?
Yes, I did. And I had all of the games that were released in North America for it. And I sold it for a pretty penny. And some days I wish I didn't. And then other days I'm glad I did.
What's a pretty penny?
Yeah.
400.
That's pretty. That's
How
a
many
pretty
games?
That's
The
pretty
system
penny.
with all 14 games plus
Oh,
virtual
okay.
Tetris from Japan.
In slang, a pretty penny's anything over a bean, anything over $100.
Yeah, especially when the market
Alright.
wasn't
Well,
what
here-
it is now.
But here's the thing, like I picked up, let's see if you remember this. I picked up the Virtual Boy at the Wiz with the power supply for $20
No
brand
one
new
beats the whiz.
because they were just trying to unload them. And all of the games, I literally went around to Blockbusters when they used to rent the fucking games. They were selling them because nobody had them anymore. So I was getting games for like $2 a piece.
And that Virtual Boy didn't F you up like Like-
no, you know what? Like it was a pain in the ass to play it because you had to stand and you had to like look into it. And then like I'd get tired of having my head cranked up. So I'd lay in bed and just put it like down like across my face and just play it like with my head.
You're
like,
still
looking up.
talking about a virtual boy night, right? Not like an actual boy.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah. Virtual Boy.
Yeah, dude.
Virtua? Virtua?
Virtual.
Can't help what you do in your
This
own
is why we
home.
can't have nice things.
I don't know, man. Kevin and I are having an interesting conversation. He's got to turn into fucking pedophilia.
I don't have to. I was just asking a real question.
Well, the real answer is no, you twat. You're fucking wrong.
Allegedly.
No, but so like I wound up with the whole collection, and I'd never use it anymore.
Now
So
they're
it's
worth a real pretty penny.
Yeah, that's always the thing. Like you sell it, and you made a lot of money, and then you look at it a couple years later, and you're like, I could have made more. But then it's like,
But
well,
you needed the money. You might have
it's
needed
not even I needed it.
No,
I just
I understand
I had
that,
no
but-
use for it. You know.
Yeah. You just want to get rid of stuff.
I do regret getting rid of my Dreamcast though, because there's fucking days where I'm like, fuck, I wish I had the.
Yeah, me
Dreamcast.
too.
Donk? I have two.
Oh,
Dreamcasts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kevin, my buddy.
We'll figure it out.
Fuck
I
yeah.
want to
We'll
mod
figure
one.
it
I want
out.
to get one in mod one because the Japanese wrestling games were awesome on that.
Did you get any wrestling gifts?
I did not. I got 0 wrestling gifts.
What about you?
It was a very exciting Christmas.
Oh, I heard about Matt's exciting Christmas.
Uh-oh.
So I went to my father and brother's house in the morning, and my uncle had passed a couple years ago. So his house is directly behind my parents' house. And my cousins who are supposed to be taking care of the house live on the West Coast. So when the big freeze came,
Ooh.
they had realized nobody had gone over there and turned the heat on.
Oh no.
So my
boy.
brother went over there Christmas Eve, I guess, and he couldn't get the heat to go on.
Oh no.
So after we did breakfast and presents, we went over to look at the furnace, and my wonderful wife is trained in HVAC, so she managed to get the furnace up and running, and we had heat. All over the house, there were like little post-it notes like water off, water off, water
Right.
off. So we thought the water was off. I was laying on the couch at about 6:30 last night, and my brother called me in a complete panic.
What
The pipes had exploded.
Exploded. Oh, Mamma Mia.
So we had to drive all the way back to Verona and spend about 3 hours mopping and cleaning up water.
Dude, that's the worst. And no one lives there though, right?
Correct.
God.
So and my niece and nephew both have the flu, so that got scrapped. So he couldn't go to see them, which I guess is a blessing because then we wouldn't have been so close to go back and help with the cleanup.
It's been crazy.
But it was okay. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm pretty sure you might.
I was very comfy on the couch,
Nice.
getting ready to put a fire on.
Yeah, there's a
Very-
lot more. I was telling Matt today on the way in. There's a lot more sports on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day now.
Oh, yeah.
a lot more football, a lot more.
Yeah, well, because the Christmas Day used to just be solely the NBA's day.
Yeah,
and
now
now
they
they
do like 2-3 games. Now they do like
Yeah,
5 games.
Now you have 5 games, and they also have football now on Christmas
Yeah.
Day too. But I'll tell
pretty
you
cool.
something crazy. We lost hot water the day before Christmas Eve on the 23rd,
Oof.
and thank God that we lost water and heat.
Oh,
And this was like literally the coldest weekend of the year. But we called the plumber on like a Hail Mary, and they came and literally took care of it like the next day. And so it's not a very good story, but
No,
No.
it's just like we lost.
It's been going around, man.
no, but it's the 23rd sucked. That was the day it went from like 60 to like 10
Yeah,
or
10,
0.
54
yeah.
degrees when I left my apartment. I came back. It was 12
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah.
My son was like, I'm not walking. My son was like in walking distance of my apartment. He's like, no, I'm going to have my dad drive me over.
So they came on Christmas Eve, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then it was the Wednesday. Then they came, and literally we just decided to replace our entire boiler water heater just because it's been like 12 years, so that's how long they
Yeah, those
last.
things normally last about 10 years.
Yeah, so we're like, we'll just get rid of it. And I couldn't believe how quick they were and how awesome they were doing that. So we were able to have a hot shower on Christmas. So first world problems, but still problems.
it's Christmas miracle.
That's right.
I got all sorts. I got my Hitman shirt.
You do. That's a great shirt. Was that
Uh,
Fight Club? Not Fight Club. What's it called?
Roots of
Fight. Roots of Fight. I think it's called Roots of Fight.
Yeah, it's somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Got a nice book about all Japan.
Oh, so you did get Christmas
Oh, yeah.
wrestling gifts.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
I got a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Elite figure.
Ooh. That the one with the white gi on?
Yeah,
Or
it's the-
or an actual
The
dragon.
No, it's got the long white tights and the IC belt.
That's the one I got for my mom. She likes that one. Yeah.
Did you get the Bonnie Steamboat shirt where you press a button, it just nags you for 30 years?
Yeah, and it causes you to lose every promotion that you.
No,
that you
but
work for.
ironically enough, my brother got me alligator socks that if I put my foot in, I bet you it looks like little Steamboat at WrestleMania 4.
God,
It was good though. I got a bunch of shit for my cruise, so it's a very nice Christmas.
you going on Jericho cruise?
No, I'm going on just a regular cruise. Going on a
I
regular
couldn't handle
cruise
wrestling fans in the middle of the ocean. I'd probably get arrested for stabbing
And-
somebody.
in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks time.
I got to ask you a question. Is there a letter under your left foot?
No,
There's not?
Oh,
Okay.
They're
Matt's
both-
got the
they're-
letter L.
they're
under
both
one of his-
L's, Tony, for
Oh, they're-
large. For large.
I thought you had fucking left and right socks to help you
No.
put them on.
God, what kind of fucking retard do you think I am?
I don't know, bro.
I know how to put my fucking socks on.
Yeah, but on which feet? That was the question. I mean, everybody knows how to put them on, right?
Put my socks on just like you, buddy.
3 feet at a time.
It really made me fucking laugh, though. Fucking L.
Shout out
No.
to everyone in the chat who's hanging out with us. Hummer, Jamie Wallace, Matzo Kratzo, Ronnie Kumpf is here.
Oh, fucking
Fucking
Ronnie!
Ronnie.
Fucking
Jesus
Axel
Christ.
Foley, you said
And
Jamie's in there?
Ronnie, he's here for you because he says, "What's up?" Oh no, wait, that's me. What's up, sausage fingers?
Yes. No one
Fucking
forgets.
Fucking Ronnie. I haven't,
Fucking
I haven't
Ronnie.
heard from Ronnie in a long time. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, Ronnie's a good dude.
Do you know Jamie Wallace, by the way?
Axel Foley, by the way.
Axel Foley
Yes.
Yep.
is the most dedicated wrestling card collector I've ever known in my entire
Really?
life.
He's been a fan since the jump of all of our
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And he's also in the major pod community, so he collects cards and like has them. He'll get like a Macho Man like slabbed PSA 10, and he'll spend, but he'll also sell what other stuff that he has in order to get that.
It's my
Ded-
dude right there. Listen, he's upstate.
Dedication.
He's an upstate kid.
Yeah.
Good dude, man. Solid.
Always a good guy. So I appreciate that. Everyone that's hanging out with us on all of our social media platforms.
Yeah.
Tony, did you watch any AEW to aggravate your holiday spirits this week?
No, what do you think? I'm fucking crazy? I was in a good mood.
Oh, I don't know. You watched 2 weeks ago, and then you're all fucking fired up last week about the Andre Andrade, or whatever a fucking dickhead kid's name is.
Oh,
Action
Oli,
Andretti.
Oli, Oli, Oli,
Oli, oli, oli, oli, oli.
Oli.
I just wanted to see, what are you aggravated about this week?
Nothing really. I heard Mandy Rose's clam got her a cool $1 million for the end of the year, though.
Is it the
500K.
clam or is it the balloon?
It doesn't
Balloon knot?
matter. Oh, well, the balloon knot probably fucking commands double the price now.
I thought it was the clam that got it a $500,000.
As
right?
soon as she left, she upped her
Oh, subscription
price
rates. Yep.
to from 20 to 30. God bless her. And she made a cool $500,000.
Right, because I looked at I searched out.
Yeah, we're
Nick
we're
German
men.
sent me the pics. They're pretty cool.
right. We're
You're
professional.
doing your research.
We're
your due
professional. I
diligence.
got it.
We
I
are
wanted
broadcast journalists.
to know if
loosely.
it was fireable stuff. I don't think it was.
I think the whole action figure thing fucked it up for her because I know Barbie had a contract with Mattel, and like Mattel was like, we can't have chick showing that clam.
Oh,
You know, that was from what I heard.
Well, because Barbie doesn't have a clam. That's the
No,
problem.
they'll make plus size girls now, but they won't make chicks with clams. No one's anatomically correct anymore.
Well, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
You can do that. They just refuse to.
Yeah.
No, you
You
can't
do anything with a
that.
3D printer. Trust me.
Yeah, well, we got a 3D printer. My wife got a 3D printer.
Elaine's got one. They're fucking mint, man. Those things are great.
Oh, Alan,
Yeah, Alan. Yes,
my
Alan.
man, Alan.
What are you guys printing on your 3D printer?
I ain't printing shit.
I'm printing
Uh,
clams.
It's not mine. I'm not allowed to touch it. I don't know how it works.
That's probably a good thing.
Look, when this whole fiasco happened yesterday, my brother was like, "Oh, maybe you could take a look at it," and my wife just started laughing uncontrollably, and she was like, "You know, he doesn't know shit," and she's not wrong.
no, it's a fair point.
I stay in my lane, so I don't fuck with the 3D printer.
You guys use it to make like marital aids or no?
No, what's wrong with you?
I can see. I can't. That's
No,
your
go ahead.
wife.
You fucking open the
Benoit
door.
balls.
You can see her what?
I can see Phil printing a big fucking dildo and going, "What are we gonna do about
What
this?"
do you do about this? All right. And I'll paint it multicolors and make it all like, make it proper for the culture,
You can make it gender inclusive. Anybody
it's
could
all-
use it
My gender neutral plastic dildo,
with or without balls. You gotta,
With-
you gotta
with
have the
balls,
balls, of
Tony.
course.
There will be none of that printed out.
It's
It's
of
gotta
my
have a
house.
base.
I identify as gender neutral.
You know
Fluid.
what's wild is that I didn't realize, according to the notes from Brandon Haney, that Shawn Michaels made the call to take the belt off
Yes.
Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
He's so
Shawn
hypocritical.
Michaels, the guy who wouldn't drop a fucking belt in a match.
the guy who's in
Dropping loads and
Playgirl.
Sunny.
Dude, that's so wild to me because first of all, I thought that Roxy Perez, Roxy Perez, right? She should have got the belt anyway. Like I
She's
said that
cute,
last
too.
week. She was gonna get it, but I can't believe that Shawn Michaels made the call.
That's the
based
chick from
on
Ring
that
of Honor,
stuff.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
the
Roxy.
Chick from
Roxy.
Texas, Roxy.
Booker T's kid, Booker T's
yes.
student. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was ironic that it was Prince Albert who went to Shawn Michaels about like the situation.
Why is that ironic?
Because his fucking gimmick name was Prince Albert.
Oh, really? We're talking about gimmicks in the late 90s. As we will talk about later tonight when we cover for our Wizards Rewind the December 23rd,
22nd.
22nd. All right, I was
Thanks.
off by a day.
Thanks, Tony.
The Christmas episode of Monday Night Raw from 1997.
God.
Yeah.
What?
Look, good for her. Half
Well,
a
he was
mil.
also A-Train. He was what? A-Train? Yeah, he was A-Train as
Yeah,
well.
but for-
And
And
Tensai.
Tensai.
But for a long
Tensai.
time, he went out there and was like, "Hey, I'm Prince Albert," which means he's a pierced dick.
Yes.
Yeah, but his
This is
partner
true.
fucking wound up paralyzed thanks to fucking, you're dealing with the real deal. So he had to become a Tensai.
Right, and his other one ended up dead.
Hey, yo.
Wait, what's his name? Vikram? What's his name?
Test.
Vic Grimes is dead?
No,
I thought
Test.
Test.
Oh, okay.
Vic Grimes.
Vic
That's a
Grimes
good
is not
question.
dead, I don't think. Vic Grimes was
No, but fucking New Jack tried to kill him.
Legitimately.
because they brought Vic Grimes in to be with Draws and Prince Albert. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, he was called something. He wore like all white, and he had like white hair, but it was Vic Grimes that WWE actually hired to team with Draws and Prince Albert,
Let's see.
and it lasted maybe all of like 3 weeks. I'll say.
Tobin debut.
There
Vic
you go.
fucking Grimes.
He was
Vic
a drug
Grimes.
dealer.
Huh.
They didn't give-
Snowy was his name. Snowy. No.
Snowy White.
No, it was something white. I think it wasn't Vic Grimes. Or maybe it was Vic Grimes.
He was fucking snowy.
I'm telling you.
Radioactive
He did a moonsault.
Let's see. His Wikipedia doesn't say what his name is, but let's see if his cage match. Those.
It was like snow something. I want to say it was snow or it was white or it could have just been Vic Grimes. It lasted maybe 2 weeks. I'm telling you right now.
All right, let's see. 1999.
He showed up with
Key. His name was
Key.
Key.
Yes. There
Well, that
it
makes
is.
sense. Yep.
Literally just Key, yeah. And he just was there for maybe a half a month, if that. Maybe
Yo,
one
Kev,
night.
what
It
did you
could have
do
been
to
one
Kev?
night.
Yo,
So
Kev,
would you say Albert got half a key?
That's fine. What did you do to KP sister, man?
Nah, he's fucking with me.
You sure about that?
Yeah, 100%.
You will make a
KP
visit?
sister's a lesbian.
All right. Say I'll make a visit for you. You know.
No, KP.
I
No,
don't want nobody messing with my
he
dude.
does. So what KP's gimmick is that he just says stuff that's so unbelievably unrealistic.
Is that like
and so-
comedian's code?
Yeah. and
Okay.
So he's just messing with me. So,
All right. I'm gonna make no visits out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Key only made one appearance, and it was on a Shotgun Saturday night, August 8th, 1999.
Yeah. And did like a moonsault on I forget who they were fighting, but he did.
It was the team of Adam Keene, Andrew McMurphy, and Tim Hawk.
Oh, any relation to Luke?
Hey yo.
I don't believe so.
I don't think so because that's an X and a K. X and a K.
Vic Grimes.
Yo,
Wow.
New Jack wanted to kill him so bad he forced promoters to put him into promotions he was at. Yeah, bring him to XPW. I'll stab him there too.
Did you see that? That XPW was back. I guess someone
Allegedly, yeah.
Bought, yeah, I guess somebody bought the rights to.
No, it's the original dude.
It's Rob Black.
It's Rob
Yeah.
Black. It's Rob Black. He brought it back.
You know
All
what? I'll go to that.
So wait, I don't think that I don't. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Because doesn't like because all I see is like the guy that promotes like standalone, like Chad, and
No,
he promotes it all,
he's got
and
the
Danny DeMont.
The show is on. Is it on Fight TV? I think it is on Fight TV.
When's the show? It's coming up, right?
Dude, they have fucking Drake Younger working.
They have,
there.
like-
I'm good.
They have like
Schlock.
weekly shows. Schlack's on there too. Yeah.
that
it-
dude's insane.
I'm
dude.
telling
That
you right now,
Slack guy.
that guy Chad Mines has something to do with it.
Let's see. They're running a show.
Who I like Chad.
They're running a show in Newark.
Fuck yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
fucking Ronnie says it is Rob Black, and Chad is just a bitch boy.
Oh,
That's a fucking Ronnie quote, by the
All
way.
right.
Masada's their world champion.
We Are Not Your Kind takes place January 21st. Tickets run from $50 to $80.
What?
that's
We
Kooky
got
talk.
the stars of XPW, Lou Dark, Shatan,
Shitan.
Sage,
Leave
Sin,
me alone. I'm Shitan.
Sage, Sin Supreme, Schlack, Cat Martini, Necro Butcher, The Body, Soul Taker, Jasmine St. Clair, Misha Montana, The Bev. Many more will be announced soon.
Jasmine
All
St.
front
Clair,
row
huh?
fans get a free poster and a meet and greet, which starts at 6 p.m.
all right, little free promotion.
How finishes the Bukkake Blast?
Pleasures of the Flesh. That takes place February 18th.
Ronnie's got more info. Rob Black still owns it. Necro Butcher's doing a MAGA gimmick. Holy shit.
Well,
Actually, it's Justin Anderson coming in with that. My bad. Justin from Inconclusive Breakdown, by the way.
Hey, yo.
Only on the Shining Wizards
What's up,
Network. Well, they're
Justin?
everywhere else, but listen to it on the network.
Your TV champion is a woman.
I know. Unless she got a dick, dude. I don't know.
oh, so Ronnie said Chad is just the bitch boy, meaning that he does all the work and Rob Black still owns it.
Is Chad the gay looking guy? He's got like frosted tips and stuff.
You have to be more. No, he's a bald guy with a beard.
No, because he's got some guy that's around there who's like always hitting on the other dudes. I watched the show. I forget if it's on Fight TV. I forget where I saw it, but it's free. Like it's available every week. They've got weekly television.
XPW.
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
mostly. Yeah, because I talked about it.
Are you
Fucking
sure?
Taya Valkyrie wrestled Camille for XPW. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think you're. I think
No,
you're
no, no.
confusing promotions.
Nope. It's definitely XPW is definitely a thing. I watched
So
it.
like Drake Younger is working for XPW now.
She can get it too, Ty Valkyrie.
all right.
XPW
all right, this is-
TV.
this is-
Ah,
this
she's
is
got
Christmas.
a little thick for me though.
No, no.
Let's see.
He's
on
married to
Fight.
Johnny.
It's on
Well,
Fight
It's on Fight for free.
for free.
Oh, okay. So it's
How long have they been doing shows though?
They're up to episode 28.
Yeah,
What?
it's been a
Get
little
out
bit.
of here!
No, they've been around for a while, dude. No joking.
So we missed almost a year of episodes.
Well, half a year, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
But then again, most of the episodes are Rob Black sitting in his office
Yeah.
talking to people.
I'm gonna say define miss.
But they do have they have matches. They
Like,
got
what are we
matches
really
on the
missing?
shows.
Is it worth 50 clams though? to see that in
No,
person?
what are you?
No,
No
it's,
way.
it's not worth.
You know what? It might be worth it just to see how bad it is.
Are they running it out of Philly? You said, or is this you said Jersey?
No, this is Jersey. This is like I'm telling you, it's like
No, I thought their offices were like upstate New York somewhere out of some pizzeria. Now look at that, Heine's and everything.
I'm not mad at that.
Can we throw that on the stream, or is that possible?
Yeah, give me a second. Here.
Heine's
All
in
right,
the
we got it.
stream.
We got live coverage, people.
Chinese in the stream. That is what we are.
run away with me
to another place.
Here we go.
and we'll rely on each other. Uh-huh.
Press play, my friend.
All right.
Oh my, what? I mean, I'm okay with
This
it.
is this is the opening of the
I just feel
XPW.
uncomfortable
Who is
with
that?
it.
That's the TV champ. I
It's
guess.
Ass Cheeks McGee.
She got a shit locker. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a little cottage cheesy there.
No way.
Stop it. Look who's there.
That's a nice shit locker.
Yeah, shit locker.
Heartbreaker, shit locker.
What does she try it on? A Rob
I don't
Black
know. She's
t-shirt?
got a T-shirt on. She's very excited about it. Oh, it says
Now she's
"fuck
checking
Rob
her
Black."
OnlyFans page.
Who's
It
that?
should say I fucked Rob
That's
Black.
Cat.
man.
Whatever. She's the TV champ, I think.
You
Cat
said-
in the Hat?
you
Cat
said-
Martini.
You said cat, not Kate, right?
It's KAT. I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
So she's on the fucking phone. What kind of dog shit wrestling is it? Oh, look at this. Side memorabilia's other cool shit.
It's a
Yeah,
turnbuckles.
go to the XPW store.
Oh, this is an ad.
Get a
Hold
parking ticket for Multi Boy.
Wait. They're showing Bully Ray. They're showing
on.
fucking.
No, it's just a
Oh,
fight.
if he's part of
Because
this,
it's
I'm
on
definitely
Fight.
not paying for it.
well,
It's fucking Brian Cage.
yeah,
and
Brian
Masada.
Cage is part of this.
Just
Yep.
Wolverine.
What
Oh
the
shit.
fuck?
No, Eric Freed, he's asking if this is live. No, this is available on Fight TV. Why are we watching the NWA now?
Because I'm trying to fast forward to this death match.
Yo, what do they got? 50? Is this studio wrestling? Like, look at this.
This is the venue.
Tony, this is the Christmas podcast.
This reminds me of
is what
Choco
this
Pro.
is.
Look at this dude with the
He's like,
Pepsi.
yeah,
He's feeling
Pepsi,
himself.
bro. Oh shit! Look at this place.
Ryan Sullivan, what the hell?
This is what AEW is going to turn into, bro. Keep watching.
Holy Christ.
Oh,
All right, so it's free on Fight. I think we have like the next like year's worth of watch-alongs. We want to fucking sit around and watch XPW.
Well, if you guys ever get bored on Wednesday nights of doing an AEW show, I'm sure the XPW show would get some listens as well.
I gotta see what do we got here
Oh shit balls!
on Cage Match.
That was fucking great.
Let's see. The last event they ran was in Pomona, California on December 16th. XPW Merry Christmas 2.
Oh,
Electric
sequel.
Boogaloo.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
they don't have any results.
because nothing happened.
What about XPW Halloween in Hell
Shit
4?
locker Lola defeats Dish Rag Molly.
Shitlocker Lola.
I guess it's all on Fight TV.
Schlack beats Mr. Clean in a detergent death match.
There actually is a Mr. Clean now.
Why am I not surprised?
Barbed Wire Bruno
There you
takes
go.
on Thumbtack Tony.
It's like Rob Black is a pack of garbage pail kids. That's his it's the names of these people.
Hey, listen, God bless him. I wish nothing but success for this, but it's just
And,
so
yeah,
freaking
more wrestling
weird.
is good wrestling, good or
Yeah.
bad. You know what I'm saying?
But the name XPW, like, how much value do you think that ever actually had?
I don't know,
Like,
but
ever.
I enjoyed some of those DVDs thoroughly.
Yeah,
When FYE first opened, I bought them all.
did you the XPWs?
Yep.
So is that your like alternative to like?
That
Not-
was just
yeah,
my dirty, my
ECW, like-
I guess, guilty pleasure of just what
I got some WXWs if you want to borrow them. Women's Extreme Wrestling.
I'm not mad at that. I'll burn them to the hard drive.
So
Why?
Matt,
Why?
when
Why?
ECW was kind of like in its heyday, did you partake in the XP dub?
When ECW went away, like the XPW was the alternative. Like they had
They
Terry
tried.
Funk and Sabu and Raven
Shane
and
Douglas.
Shane
Douglas
Douglas
was there. Yep.
and then
Jack.
like Messiah, like in all those like, I think Abyss was
Supreme.
there, right? Supreme.
Yeah.
I think I had like one or two VHS.
I got
tapes.
several of them on DVD.
That's wild. I never got into the X. Not by like no like disrespect or anything like that. I just never
T3.
watched it. Big
Those
man.
plane slices?
Yes, he brought you down some plain
Oh,
slices.
you're the best. I don't care what your dad says
No,
about
you
dude.
moved the camera, you hand job.
No, your dad talks mad shit about you, son.
and he
You're looking out.
He literally
you still got to adjust it, muscles.
Yeah, come back here.
Your
Turn
old man's not.
Turn
in
it a
the-
little bit. Turn it a little bit this way. There, perfect,
perfect.
perfect.
Thank you, T3.
bring it
Thank
in.
you, dude.
You're looking
He's a-
out.
You just called your son a hand
Hey,
job
can I,
on the radio.
Yeah, well.
hey, T3.
Oh, really?
Can-
You're number 1 too, kid.
Hey, can I
What?
ask him?
T3,
Yeah, come on over.
go to the fridge and get him a beer real quick.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Why he can't give me a down east?
Down east.
One of
Alexa.
the on the door.
Give him one that looks awful.
Get him a Stone Cold.
By God.
Do you want to throw it to me?
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
It's not for me. It's for him.
It's all right.
So you can say hi to everybody. Wave to the camera.
Get in there.
Yo, give us the most muscular. Come on,
Do
bro.
it.
Come on, take out the guns,
No.
bro.
Just for
He's
some
coming back. He's
just-
coming back.
just
The
for
world
some-
needs to see the evolution of T3.
just
Yeah,
for some
come on.
some context, just so you know, when we started this podcast, we had to do it on Thursday nights at 9:00 because your bedtime was before 9:00.
This is true.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had to come in the back door to make sure you were
Yep.
asleep. And now you're a strapping young man who's taking goofy pictures of your father when he's working out.
Hey,
He
get
looks
in
like
front of
he's
get in front
shit
of
in
there.
his pants.
Come on, seriously.
Did you see
T3,
the
do it.
picture he shared in
Do
the
it,
Discord?
please. Because I feel like we need to, the people need to know, like when we started this, you were so freaking young. Falaba came in, hugged you with a title belt.
Yeah, dude, you
in
were
his
tiny
hand.
Hey,
as
dude,
shit.
you
He
beat
sat
up
right
Drew
on his-
Gulak for your dad.
You
That
beat
was
up,
cool.
You tried to fight Drew Gulak, who's a wrestling master.
He's a he's
So
a
I
mat
want
technician.
So
He's a
say that,
shit.
say it to his face. Tell Drew Gulak.
Yeah. T3 knows. I don't care. I don't
Look at
care.
these vascular muscles.
Look at that.
That's
That
T3.
beefy.
No,
fuck
that's
right
this fucking slob over here.
there. This deliciousness.
My eyes suck, I guess.
You sure you
Oh,
don't want to
man.
join us for a little bit? We're talking wrestling. What do we always do?
Nothing.
That's it.
He's got better
That's-
things to do, man.
That's the idea.
We're talking about violent wrestling and hiney holes.
Shit.
Yeah, like
lockers.
shit lockers, butt cheeks.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And we're talking about great parenting.
You know,
Yes.
you know he's got your search history. You know what he's looking at.
Not what he's looking for,
His voice.
right?
That ain't wrestling talk. You jive turkey motherfucker.
He's a man.
Just look, man. I'm dealing with the same thing right now.
Yeah.
Kid's 6 foot, was a size 14. Shit.
Yeah, Mikey's a monster. He's
Yeah.
taller than all of us.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Who wins in a fight, T3 or Mikey?
Oh, that's not.
Oh, we're not doing
That's-
that shit. Come on.
They're
now.
from a different era, man. They might not fight each other at all. They might just hug
They,
it out.
they,
They,
they
might
might
just
have
hug
to
it out
go,
and go on Discord or something.
they might have to go back to defend the
They
fucking.
might go on Fortnite to blow
Yeah.
it out.
Fuck yeah.
They're not going to fight each other. Wouldn't happen.
No, we promote peace here.
Unless we do
Shining
like
Wizards.
G.I. Joe style and like do like the manipulating thing like Cobra had in the arena. Put the headbands on them, make them fight.
Don't fight. Just be
Yeah.
a good man.
Well, thank you for bringing Phil down some pizza.
Good
We almost,
looking out.
we almost
Should I
killed him
hand it
giving
to
him
I guess?
mushrooms.
Is that,
Sure,
is that
thank
what
you.
Is that what I should do? There you go. Thank you, T3.
Look
Thank
at that.
you, T3.
Look at that.
Thanks for
Good
bringing me over
looking out,
my
my man.
Coca-Cola.
Thanks, buddy.
Jersey.
You're the
Pete's.
best. What did you get for Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Well, get on
Aggravation.
mic. Get on mic. You got to get on
Here,
mic. Yeah, because nobody can hear you if you're not talking on mic.
I got like gym equipment. What else? I got Laogan Ma.
Yeah, you got Laogan Ma.
What's that? Like my wife?
Yes, it's the hot shit that John Cena would sell in China. Like you put on your food.
Oh, it's like hot sauce.
It's like crispy chili
Chili
topping or some shit.
all right.
Yeah. And he got a squat rack and a bench press too.
You gonna whip your father into shape?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting. Yeah, we got to do a little bit of work, right?
If you didn't live.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, while he fucking eats a second garbage slice. This fucking third. Oh my god.
I'm not eating this week.
He's
Well,
like,
you know.
yell at mom again, see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
th-
I'm not.
Fuck around and
This,
find out.
this poor kid's probably eating egg whites at breakfast, and then dad's shitting his
No,
pants.
this son of a bitch is eating 2 pounds of fucking grilled chicken for
2
breakfast.
pounds.
Yeah,
No.
you're a gorilla.
I ain't eating 2 pounds.
Whatever. At least he's not shitting his pants at the breakfast table like you.
Every morning.
Really?
You gotta get a
Every
diaper.
morning.
You gotta get a diaper for this guy.
Wow.
Might as well.
Maybe you should be eating grilled chicken for breakfast, bro. It's good for you.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Eating Taylor ham and egg sandwiches.
You fucking slob.
Jesus Christ. I have an egg and I like to partake in a slice of Taylor
You have an
ham.
egg and it's fucking wedged between giant slabs of Taylor ham, as much cheese as is in the fridge, and then a
Jersey
giant
staple,
fucking
huh?
roll.
Taylor ham.
And then he wonders why he can't keep his shit in his asshole. You're like the fucking Exxon Valdez leaking all over the fucking place.
Every morning. He's running to the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh, am I lying?
Putting that on blast right now.
You would have got your pizza 20 minutes ago. I got a text back. I'm shitting.
Nice.
Like father, like son.
I hope you washed your hands before you brought Phyllis pizza.
I hope you
Oh,
didn't.
Say that one more time.
I licked them clean.
Hey, yo.
Well, I mean, now we know why his breath smells like shit.
Oh, boy. All right, you can get out of here.
T3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for the
Hey, yo.
T3.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for coming.
Take the back door out, by the way. You're
What? Really?
you just
Really?
legit gave the finger to his
Wow.
father.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
that's what we call a
That was a
great
nice
segment.
run-in. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck when I show my his mother the footage later. Him flipping me off.
Ah, you're gonna throw him under the bus? What a
No, I
fucking
don't do that
terrible
shit.
move.
Margie doesn't watch this. Does she?
God forbid. Why are you looking at girls' asses on screen?
Look, I didn't. I just clicked on the first. I'll take the heat for that. I just
no
clicked,
heat to take, bro. It's all good.
just clicked on the first XPW video, and the fucking Coolie Goolie showed up. The TV champ.
Marge be like, why is Phil calling her a shit locker?
Yeah. Yeah, the shit locker term I haven't heard in a while. That was weird.
It's kind of like Foot Locker. I
Fair
guess.
enough.
Fair enough.
All right.
Kevin, how do you feel about the Miz's new muscle?
Oh, he's back. Bronson Reed, Jonah. Another one of Triple H's freaking misfit toys that he's bringing back to the stable.
He had a really nice run in the G1 too.
Look, he had a great run in him. His impact stuff was great. His stuff with PCO was good.
Yeah.
His match with Josh Alexander was really good, and his G1 run was great.
So here's the thing. It bothers me only because like the Miz seems to always be paired up with guys that would not be ever considered like with the Miz. Like Ciampa, they paired with him, and like now Bronson Reed is now with him. Like on what universe would Miz and Bronson Reed, other than maybe being a hired gun, like would they be together or would they be friends or like they be running buddies? So like that's the only thing that bothers me, and it doesn't bother me like I'm being dramatic about that, but it's just so. All right, Tony.
Could have done it into the mic.
I was trying. I
Yeah.
don't want to interrupt with the whole.
Oh no, but you did though. So so what do you have to say about Bronson rejoining the Miz, Tony?
He just said it.
Rejoining the Miz. Look, like the Miz has never really had a successful partner, right?
John Morrison.
Well,
Truth,
but that
him
was
and
like
Truth were good.
huh?
Him and Truth
Him
were
and
good.
Truth were great,
Yeah.
and him and even Alex Riley before they.
Yeah. Varsity Club 2.0.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but nobody's really like gotten over higher than the Miz has. I mean, the Miz is a former two-time world champion.
Yeah.
Well, he was with Damian Sandow too, right? That was
Oh,
the thing.
Mizdow was great.
Miz-
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
they took
yeah.
that away from
But yeah,
fucking
and that
Damian
stunk.
Sandow. And
Yeah. No, you're right, Tony.
So the bigger question, and Kevin, you kind of alluded to it, like another one of Triple H's guys, but like, is Karrion Kross and Scarlett in a feud with fucking Tennille
No, Rey Mysterio.
and Rey Mysterio?
I thought Rey
It-
Mysterio was feuding with his kid yet.
Is Tennille a part of it?
I thought there was a weird like backstage.
Oh, there
thing.
was
Right?
because I watched SmackDown. There was a weird thing. I don't know if they're connected, and they also did like some weird social media thing where Dominic showed up to Rey Mysterio's house with Rhea Ripley, and then tried to challenge Rey Mysterio to a fight, and then Rey Mysterio's wife, Dominic's mom, tried to slap him, and then Rhea kind of like blocked it, and then the cops came and arrested Dominic Mysterio. So they're building up to Dominic versus Rey at Mania.
Domestic violence always works in wrestling.
They
Fuck
did.
yeah.
They did it at Thanksgiving too. where they
Yeah,
beat
the
up
same
Rey.
thing. Yep, they did the exact same thing at Thanksgiving. 100%.
I like the consistency.
It's a vague consistency, if that makes sense. It's like they don't do it every week or they don't do it every 2 weeks. It's like once a month they bring it to you just to remind you that it's still a thing and it still matters, and we're gonna get Rey Mysterio Dominic.
Yeah, well, it's the
Mysterio.
holiday season. It's not like they're gonna
Yeah.
show up at their house on fucking MLK Day, like they're having a
could.
party.
You think they do another vignette for New Year's?
I don't think so.
Like Ray answers the door, his mask is half on because he's drunk.
If Dom
He's like, "Come on, man, this shit again."
if Dominic kisses Rhea Ripley right in front of their face, that would be cool. But Rhea Ripley's like the master, and it's not like a real relationship. You know what I mean?
Well, S&M.
Yeah. Like if
Well, she's dressed for it.
yeah, and if Dominic shows up as Gags the Gimp, then yes.
Oh, gags, nice.
I'm not mad at that.
And then they do that right in front of their freaking parents.
So Bronson's back though. So it's just to the list of NXT, and it feels like Triple H's guys are just like,
It doesn't make sense to me. It like because no one on the main roster knows who he is because he didn't have that long of a great run, and he had a good run in NXT, not a great run.
The only thing that would make sense is if they push him hard, like after they break him off from the Miz. Like if there's a story behind, like if they make him like a mid card champion of some sort, then to me it'll make sense. Other than that, then I agree, it doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, it makes sense to bring him back because he has talent.
Yeah, no, of course. But if they're gonna push him and then stick him with the Miz right now, and then break, you know how to break him off.
And this has been a long going conversation that we've had about the people that they bring back and how not everybody can be in the top spot. So like just because you're brought back doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in a viable, luxurious position.
Right.
There's going to be places on the card for all of these people, and Bronson Reed may have found his spot, and if he does and he makes it work, then God bless him.
Yeah, he just proved though in the last 2 years that he can hang in every promotion he's been at though.
Dude, him and Josh Alexander and Impact was
Josh is still champion over there at Impact.
yeah,
yes.
he's gonna
I like
wrestle.
that kid,
He's gonna
man.
wrestle your boy Bully Ray.
at Hard to Kill.
Fuck him, that cockbag, piece of garbage.
Former guest of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, whatever.
Hall of Famer Bully Ray.
Yeah,
That's
can
right.
go eat a bag of fried dicks.
Yeah, he's on the list for you.
Yeah, the La Bamba plane list, I call it.
Oh, does that plane list have? Does that plane ride have room for some of my favorites?
Yes,
Great.
it does.
All right, so we could put Ken Patera,
Ken Patera,
Jacques Rougeau.
Honky Tonk Man.
What's your heat with the
Larry
honky
Zbyszko.
tonka man?
I don't do AM FM radio. I don't do podcasts.
Yep.
Meanwhile, then next week, Cole Cabana presents. Go fuck your hand. He's Jerry Lawler's cousin, and you fit in the jumpsuit, you bag of douche.
What's wrong with Larry Zbyszko, the living legend?
Which charge us $50 for 10 minutes. $50 each 10 minutes for a podcast.
What did Fonzie want to charge us?
I think Fonzie wanted
He wanted $2 for an hour. didn't
two. Yeah. I don't put him on the back. See, that doesn't bother me.
It's just the way he came off of it. Like the way the email exchange is retarded. I mean, I don't care about what he charges. Just the fact that he played off like he's, like he's better than what he is. and
What
he's not.
about our boy Aldo Montoya?
He took Choppy's.
Oh, what happened with that? Tell that.
He took Choppy's money basically, and then promised to come on the show, and then said that he was having power problems where he lives in Connecticut. And when Choppy called him on the phone, he was all like fucked up and stuff. And then I called him out because within days he was on somebody else's podcast saying he was fine, everything was great. He didn't sound like he was slurring his words. And I liked him too because he was part of us for a while.
Yep.
He was cool with all of us.
Yep.
And I
Still is, as far as but
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, he broke that bridge, man, because it's like you don't take somebody's money and then be a dick about it. Like you take somebody's money and apologize, maybe we'll forgive you, but you take your money and you be a dick
And then
about it.
just, fair
Yeah,
enough.
you can go fuck your
Yeah,
hand,
you're
you
right.
know.
You're right.
And listen, I'm compassionate when it comes to junkies. My dad was a junkies, but this guy's a fucking bag of douche. So God bless him. Hope he doesn't die on drugs, So
There you go.
Wow, my list is just people who said they would do the show and didn't show up.
Yeah.
oh, what's her face did that too to us? Ashley Mazzaro.
Well,
She like the day of, she's like she on the phone with me, yeah, Phil, I'm gonna come on, and then like half hour before the show, no, I can't come on. Okay, whatever.
Charlie
She gets on-
Haas.
Charlie Haas, yeah.
he's on the list.
Uh,
Charlie Haas, Ken Patera, Jacques Rougeau.
no, there was more.
There's indie guys that are on the list too, obviously.
Oh well, Ken Dixon can go fuck himself.
Yeah. And Larry Legend, right?
No, I don't. Larry Legend and me squashed that
Oh, you
okay.
did, okay.
because it was something with somebody else who was associated with the Wizards,
Oh, the cancer.
and that was associated with Eric Pleska. So
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
birds of a feather stick
Flether.
together. Flether.
There you go, Kev. You were expecting it, and there
No.
it comes.
Guy said antiphylactic. He's good. He can do whatever he wants from here on out.
Yes, I gotta pass. I gotta go.
Guy said antiphylactic.
Go Graviton.
It's not personal either, by the way. It's show related. I don't.
Yeah,
you know, I don't.
none of it is
you know,
personal.
But that La Bamba plane's getting pretty full. You know.
Maybe we go to like a John Denver plane.
No, that was a terrible accident.
So was the La Bamba plane.
What if we just let him Sonny Bono down a hill on a pair of skis?
Oh,
Sonny Bobo.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that, T.
Who's the actress chick that hit her head and she thought everything was fine and then she died?
Oh
like
no,
4
I can't
hours
talk
later?
about this. I don't like this.
Snooker's girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
Natasha some shit. or
Nancy
other, right?
Benoit.
No.
Merry Christmas. Hope you didn't get a foot in your stocking like Kamala.
Natasha Richardson. She was downhill skiing and she wrapped her head into a tree. And she fucking
Wrapped her head into a tree.
Well, I mean, hit her head on a tree.
When to become one.
She was on the hill with a skiing instructor. Oh, here we go. It's the whole biography.
She's a pretty lady.
Oh, she was. She worm food now. Richardson was on the hill with an instructor nearing the bottom of beginner's trail when she toppled. Fuck, I don't want to sign up for biography. Toppled over, her head free from the confinement and protection of a helmet, banged against the still hard packed snow. She didn't even hit a tree. She banged her head on the snow. She said she was fine. And paramedics arrived an hour later. They weren't needed, so they left.
Well, somebody did not do their job.
Holy shit. Oh my God. By 3 p.m., the dispatcher indicated the increasing urgency of the situation. So she felt fine. And 3 hours later,
Phil, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Great question. This is where we need to go. This is I need to get-
It's
get off.
like it's 1A1. It's 1A1B. It's Dusty, and
Bruno.
no, and probably either Paul Orndorff or Ric Flair.
Okay. You got to pick one because this is
I'll go Dusty.
all right.
Go
What do you
Dusty.
get? What are you putting in Dusty's stocking for Christmas?
ooh, I like this.
A lightning bolt.
Shirts that fit him.
Any kind of skin thing to maybe get rid of the blotch?
No, because
No?
that's the thing.
That's
It's,
the
it's a
charm.
birthmark.
That's like his tattoo.
Yeah, basically. But I would just buy him clothes that fit him. He'd wear the best, like these awesome starter jackets, all these collegiate teams or pro teams. Like the Celtics gave him a jacket that didn't fit him, you know, or David Allen Cole gave him a shirt that didn't fit him, you know, stuff like that.
The
Give him clothes
rodeo
that
song
fucking
guy?
fit. Huh?
The rodeo song guy?
No, the suit.
David Allen Cole. He's a
Not David Allen Coe.
Oh,
Yeah. David Allen Coe.
Yeah, I would give Dusty like some wardrobe tips, man. For big
Okay.
people, like
His
you-
suit game was tight.
Suit game was
No,
dope.
his fucking fur coat game was
His
fantastic.
fur, yeah,
the fur
his,
coat game was Flair's
his,
fault.
his fancy attire was tight.
Dude,
Yeah.
seeing him and Magnum TA on 605 rocking the fucking full-length fur coats,
The story behind that is amazing.
fucking unbelievable.
They were in like Las Vegas, and Flair bought his wife a coat, and Dusty's wife said, "Well, how come I don't have a coat like that?" So Dusty went in and brought the next one expensive, and then it became a thing back and forth. And then they bought Magnum one. So that's a great story. But they always try to compete with suits and
Of
cars.
course.
Suits and cars. That's the thing. So Dusty had as many cool cars as the Horseman did. You just didn't see him on TV because he was the common man.
That's right.
You know,
Son of a plumber.
some of the Plymouth in Texas, Blue Eye Soul.
That's right. Riding on the edge of a lightning bolt.
And I reserved this
Daddy.
stratosphere for me and you.
God, such a good promo. And we talk about this a lot, but like how Dusty went to WWE and how he still managed to get the polka dot stuff over.
15-year-old Phil was angry at Polka Dot Dusty.
Polka dot Dusty.
'Cause I thought it was a joke.
It was a joke.
Well, technically, yeah, but after seeing him have that run, you know, he was just world champion 3 years before that.
He could have been world champion in WWE.
He didn't want to, though.
Oh, he didn't want to.
No, he didn't. He just said, "Vince, I want to come and work." That's it. And Vince put him, you know,
I think Dusty, like, he was so good, like, and it stinks though, because like one of my favorite pay-per-views is like Survivor Series 1989, and he had like it was him in like mid-card Central Universe. I really feel like Dusty could have been world champion in WWE.
of course, I thought so too.
Yeah. I mean, you had Warrior, you had Hogan, you had Savage, you had DiBiase, and Andre at that point.
Dusty
too.
makes that list of guys who should have been world champion. Matt and I had this conversation on the way here with Mr. Perfect. There's like a 10-man, 5-man list that could have been guys of that era should have been world champion. Him, Rick Rude. I'll throw Dusty in there. You know,
Rick Rude and Perfect, maybe not for long term, but
No, but-
definitely could have been world champion.
yeah.
100%.
Even if you had the hot shot, it was that those guys deserved it.
And
you know?
Matt, even like Owen Hart in like 1994 with Brett could have had like a a short-term run with it.
I
After,
thought
after that Survivor Series.
1996 and 7, Owen Hart was more seasoned than 1994.
Right,
Bret
but
Hart.
just for the feud, though, for the feud's
Yeah.
sake, if he takes the belt off Brett and then Brett gets it back from him.
Yeah, but I think Backlund work was serviceable.
Oh, Backlund was tremendous.
I posed this question to Phil because we spent a lot of time in the car today. Is there any person that makes the Black Scorpion gimmick work?
All right, so sorry, Phil. Go ahead.
No, again.
What? Just remind me. This was when Ric Flair ended up being the Black Scorpion,
Started it with Al Perez.
Yes.
and then
And
Ole
then
Anderson was doing the voice.
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then it ended up with Flair.
So I'll let Phil answer that because he's more knowledgeable than I am on this.
What about
Time period.
Tony?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
What's with the headphones? What are you listening to?
What do you mean?
The show. I'm imagining.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, sorry.
What? These are my fucking. I've been wearing these for the past hour. I wear them every week when we do the show. What are you? Are you serious, bro?
I just real.
So Matt just all right. So I'm gonna paint the picture. Matt just realized that Tony wasn't wearing traditional Studio A
Wow.
headphones. and
He's
was
like,
just
"What are you
wearing-
listening to, buddy?"
Well, because before I'm pulling up this photo that was up on the screen, and I look down, and he's like looking at his phone. So I thought like maybe he's trying to finish watching Raw that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, so we talked about Al Perez, and we've had this conversation, Tony, about Al Perez. How Al Perez was that guy that he never stayed long enough somewhere.
Yeah.
Could have pushed him. If they would have stuck him there for a while, maybe he would have. It would have made sense. But Flair,
What year was this?
90.
89, 90.
No, this was because 90. No, it wasn't 92 yet. It was probably 90.
Who would have been big enough from WWE to come over as a surprise?
So now would it have to be a surprise or could it have been like a turn? The only turn would have been what they did with it, which was Flair. Not
I would have made
necessarily a
Barry
turn.
Windham the Black Scorpion.
I was thinking Barry Windham, but Barry Windham, that stupid freaking fake Sting thing, right?
Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
With Sid.
But
So now would Al Perez I think Al Perez was just the body. I don't think
Al Perez was good. Al Perez didn't stay long anywhere, and he needed a mouthpiece.
right,
and
but
got
he wouldn't have
Karen
been
Hart.
anything anyway, I don't think.
when did Jake come in? 93,
92.
92.
Spin
What
the wheel,
if-
make the deal.
What if they would have got Jake 2 years earlier?
Oh, earlier, yeah.
Okay.
Holy
All right.
shit.
And nobody knows it's Jake until he finally gets his hands on Sting and he drops him with the DDT. And they go, "Oh fuck!" Now you're thinking, is it Arn Anderson?
And he's a name. Like, fans would know him.
But the DDT, does it give it away? Maybe it doesn't. And
Arn
that's-
Anderson has such like a recognizable build.
Yeah, this is true.
Because
that
they
was-
did
so
the
does
same
Jake.
thing with like the Man in the Mask in like 94, 95
Yes.
with like the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan where Arn Anderson was there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like Flair had such a that you couldn't hide that beak in that.
Yes.
So like people instantly knew it was him. That was the main event of the 1990 Starrcade.
Starrcade. 89 was we did that as a throwback on one of the Christmas shows. That was the
That was the cage.
tournament.
Wasn't the cage match with Sting and Flair?
Yes.
89. No, 89 was the tournament, wasn't it?
90 is the tag team tournament.
No, the one
Starrcade 89 was Flair and Sting. It's got to be.
Starrcade. No.
No, Starrcade 89 was they had the tag team tournament and the singles tournament.
89 was Future Shock.
Future
that was-
Shock.
yeah.
That
is
was
a throwback.
that was the round robin thing. they
Yes.
did.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
With Flair,
Great Muda.
Sting, Muda,
Luger,
and
Luger.
Luger. 90 they did the tag tournament,
the
Yeah, that
Battle
was
Con-
the collision course.
Collision course, right?
So my confusing Great American Bash with Starrcade. When did Sting beat Flair?
Great American Bash.
Great
The fir-
American
the
Bash.
first, yeah.
Okay.
Because then he got hurt after he did that, right?
Think so. Think you're right.
And that might have been, was that 92? Not 92, but 90.
I'm talking like
1990.
88 when Sting won the belt. Or am I thinking? Oh God, I'm so fucking stupid.
Jake was still there in WWF in that time, right? When Black Scorpion thing was going on, 89.
Yes.
He was feuding with Andre, right?
The Black Scorpion is 90.
90.
Jake I'll tell you right now, Jake in 90 was still a babyface. He at Survivor Series 90, it was him, the Bushwhackers and Snuka. So he was still a babyface and he was feuding with Martel.
Sting won his first world title at Great American Bash in
1990.
1990.
Okay, so that was 1990.
And then he hurt himself at Clash of the Champions trying to climb in the
Wrecked his knee.
cage.
He was out for a year. tore his ACL.
And then that's where we got Flair leaving, and we got the whole Great American Bash.
And then
with
I'm sure that's
fucking-
where maybe Luger stepped in. Tony,
yeah, with
at some
Luger
point.
and well, it was the cage match with Luger and Wyndham.
Yeah.
That
Flair
fucking
left.
debacle of a pay per view.
And then Luger had they didn't have a title for him, so they used the tag team title.
No, it was the Florida
The
Heavyweight
Florida
Championship.
Heavyweight Championship, yeah.
They put a fucking piece of
Piece of
fucking
tape.
tin on it
Yeah.
that said World Champion some shit
Yep.
or other. Holy shit. Good times. Yeah, PN News and fucking what was it, Bobby Eaton
Yeaton?
against Steve Austin. Who the fuck
Fucking
was in-
scaffold match.
Yeah, who was in the scaffold match? Who was with Steve Austin? Maybe it was Steve Austin and Bobby Eaton.
Yeah, it was against PN News.
PN
and-
News and
Big
Somebody.
Josh. Was
Yeah,
it Big
Big
Josh?
Josh,
I think it was Big Josh. Or did Big Josh have a singles match in that show? I don't remember. It's all a fucking terrible
Dude,
blur.
it's
oh, what's that
it's-
Super
it's-
Brawl?
it's so
No, it was Great American Bash 91.
it's so nuts that I remember all of these shows, but I don't remember them. Like I've watched them all. I just don't remember. Like it had to have been PN News because PN News and Big Josh as a team was a
PN
thing.
News
Yeah.
and Bobby Eaton against Steve Austin and Terrence Taylor. That was it, Terrence Taylor. Capture the flag.
Oh, that was such a terrible match.
Scaffold match. Awful.
God bless all of them. That was so terrible. I'm gonna throw something up on the on the screen here to change pace here. So, what do you guys think? This is from F and Ronnie about the rumor of the blackout match at the Rumble between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight.
What does that mean? Like
Dummy.
is that
Yeah.
a lights out match?
I guess
It's non-sanctioned.
So the WWE in conjunction with Mountain Dew have advertised the Pitch Black match where anything can happen. Lazy booking. So according to Dave Meltzer, and this was reported 6 hours ago, a new type of match may be making its debut at the Royal Rumble. A commercial aired during videos on WWE's YouTube channel has seemingly indicated the first ever Pitch Black match will take place at next month's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The advertisement is a tie-in for Mountain Dew's Pitch Black flavor, which is returning to stores in January. So when it's the Pitch Black match, anything can happen. It sounds fucking terrible.
It sounds terrible, and I'll tell you why. Because the Royal Rumble is the Royal Rumble's day. If they're doing two like extreme gimmick matches, there's two Royal Rumbles, right? There's the women's and the men's, and now you're gonna do this. Are you out of your freaking balls?
Is this on the pre-show to sell the what's it called, premium live?
That's how it
event?
would work.
All right, so
on the
I'll
pre-show.
all right, so
The PLE.
that's good. So I'll allow that if that's the case.
I don't like call. Can I? I'm just going to put this out here for you guys going forward.
Do it.
I will not be referring to them as PLEs. I will continue to call them pay-per-views.
Yeah, of course.
that's fair enough. Okay, I've adjusted to calling it the WWE, and it hurts my soul when I do that. But I will not call it a PLE.
I agree.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I will try. I might, but I'm not gonna.
No, I just don't think I
begrudge
can.
Both
In
Rumble
my
matches, both Rumble matches are an hour apiece. You got to reserve the last 45 minutes to an hour for some championship matches. I don't think they put the Bray Wyatt thing in there.
you. Yeah, and who knows what's gonna happen with like maybe if the Rock is back or if Roman you're gonna have Roman and Sammy and do stuff like that's like
It's got to be something,
Yeah.
you know, to set off the season. You know,
That's probably Matt. I think you're right. I think if it's a pre-show match with Bray and LA Knight to just get Bray
yeah.
out of that, then yes, I'm
Dummy.
with you. I
Yeah.
would accept it, but I wouldn't like it. So that's my take.
thank you, Ronnie, for your question. You're a good man.
Very good guy.
Phil, I know you have a couple tattoos. I'm pretty tatted up. Did you guys see Homeboy's giant NXT WWE tattoo on his chest?
I saw it on Twitter.
Dildo. What a fucking dildo this guy is, dude. And he wants to get NXT on his throat. I hope they fire him the next fucking day after he gets it.
I was always taught that tattoos should represent you in some way, like something that happened to you or something that represents you, you know. So I stick to that theme. I'm not gonna get any logos on mine unless they're sports related.
Is this better or worse than the jackass that has the winged eagle tattooed around his abdomen?
It's not worse at all. It's better.
You think?
100%. Because he works there.
He's
For
not gonna work there
now.
forever.
Was that guy ever the Winged Eagle champion?
No, but that guy made a conscious decision. Like, I'm gonna put this on me for my love of professional wrestling.
So if
like-
the guy gets fired tomorrow, does that mean he's not a fan of WWE?
No, but do you hold like?
Like he goes to AEW, he's got a WWE tattoo on his chest.
And if the Wing Eagle guy has that permanently tattooed on him, that means you can fight him in the fucking men's bathroom at the arena.
Yeah, but you
And
can't
take it
take it
off?
off.
What are you
of
gonna do?
him.
Take his fucking belly
No,
off him?
Just beat him and say, I beat you for that belt.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
don't get it. That's the
I don't
thing.
get it. But I get kicking his ass, though. Just for shits and giggles. For you having that stupid tattoo on you.
I mean, that's a. It's not small. Like if he got like a.
It's a lot of
like,
work.
I put like something out there. Like how much would you? How much money would it take for you to get a company's logo tattooed on you? And some people have like a WWE logo tattooed on them, which is fine if you love the product. This is giant, and it's like,
And he's a wrestler. So he's going to be putting himself out there all the time as part of his profession.
unless he's wrestling in a fucking sweatshirt like The Rock did for like a year and a half.
Rock had titty issues.
I know. It's a fucking bold move, dude. I don't know.
It's asinine.
I agree with
actually.
it's a bold move, but I have
And-
no issue with it. At
And you
all.
hear like WWE is so critical of people getting like tattoos or haircuts or stuff. Like, I don't know how this gets greenlit.
I guess because it's their name.
They're probably all laughing in the back going, we can't wait to fire this fucking hand job.
And he's gonna get an NXT tattoo on his neck. That's like
Dumb.
Let him go to Cody's guy to get the neck tattoo. Make it nice and colorful.
that's a lot.
It's painful.
Look, if you want to get a tattoo of the WWE logo on you, that's fine. This is a giant tattoo. It's on his breast. It's giant. It's this big.
I think that just like shows, like you're Matt. You're like a diehard Mets fan, right? I'm a diehard Devils fan.
I'm a
If
Mets
I ever
fan,
had if I ever had the Stones and Phil,
I got the Mets
like
fan.
Vikings, and if I ever had the Stones to get a tattoo of something that I truly, truly love, I would probably get it as big as possible. Like if he loves the WWE, I know he works there, but
Yeah, but you're also not a football player or a hockey player where you could be traded or go to another team or play in a different league or a different division.
all right, but you can.
This guy, like, he's plying his trade as a professional wrestler.
Yeah, I get tats where I can cover him up if I have to, if I have to show face somewhere,
He's-
like with a suit or something.
He's showing an immense amount of confidence in himself that he will be there for a very long time.
I hope he is.
Good luck, buddy.
You think they want their world champion to have NXT tattooed on his throat, though? I mean, it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, man.
It's free advertising on your own show.
Well, you would think that somebody's already watching the show that you wouldn't have to advertise it, though, right?
Then why have commercials?
I don't know. It's just that's a very like. I don't know.
So like I would be like a tremendous defense attorney, I feel like, but I would also be a really good prosecutor, I think. Like I don't hate the move at all. Like if that's what he wants to do, he's showing dedication and confidence in the company
No,
that he works for.
but it puts a hinder on your profession though,
How?
because if you work for another company, no one's gonna want somebody else's company. It's like when the boxers used to have the advertisements on their trunks and stuff, or they have like this fake tattoos on their backs of like Caesar's Babe, Caesar's Palace. I don't think New Japan wants a WWF tattoo on their guy when they're wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody for that matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it just hinders the profession.
I think we're getting too serious. I think we're reading too much into it. I mean, yes, WWE, like AEW, yeah, that's one thing. Maybe he'll have to wrestle with the shirt on.
Yeah,
But,
like if you're a hockey
Like New
player, you
Japan,
can
I don't think would give a
the hockey
shit.
players aren't going to get a tat of the team when they get traded. They're not going to show it. You're not going to see it. You want it's not
Well,
doesn't show in the
the hockey
jersey.
players' gear is it's tremendously covering.
Right, of course.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a nothing burger.
I don't know, man. I don't think I would do it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would get a wrestling related tattoo maybe if I was in his position.
Or get it like you could still get it like put it on the inside of your arm or something. It doesn't have to
That's-
be fucking giant
Yep.
on your chest, like
on your inner thigh.
because the way that company runs. Tomorrow they could release fucking 60 people.
Yep.
And then this poor kid's walking around with this giant fucking WWE logo on his
Or,
chest.
God forbid, they change their fucking logo or their name or either or.
Yeah, but it's Triple H. He'll bring him back in 6 months.
I am going
So,
to bring you back because I like your tattoo.
Well, speaking of bringing people back to WWE, Lana seems to think that fucking Miro's going to walk right out of AEW and go back.
I don't want it. Don't care. Don't want it. Don't give a shit. Fuck Miro. Fuck him.
She said it's something along the lines of everybody always winds up going back to WWE.
The love fest that people have for Miro is
I
mind-boggling.
I just want to know what the thing was that he turned down, and not for anything. Whether you hate or love Tony Khan, if he's fucking paying you money to do something, unless you have something better that you think that might work the same way, and you offer it up to him, you're gonna fucking do it, or you're not gonna have a job.
This is another example of self-entitlement.
Yeah.
Like someone owes you something because of some success you had somewhere.
Yeah.
This happens in sports a lot too. Like,
yep.
Oh, I did well here, so I should be compensated better in my next contract. But I'm not the age I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yep.
Or I'm not as talented as I was 10 years or 5 years ago.
And then you get a Russell Wilson who was great and now sucks, and now he'll still make the entire amount of money that he made.
Correct.
Yeah.
So with Miro, who's I don't dislike him. He's nothing special at all.
Yeah, but the last gimmick he was doing was actually getting over quite well.
Yeah,
and
but they kept throwing jabronis at him. Like they didn't even. Then he started wrestling on Dark after that. It was like,
well, he was a TNT champion. He did beat Darby, right?
Fucking Darby,
right?
He beat
And then
Darby.
And then what happened after that?
He lost it to Sammy
or Cody? Didn't Cody have it?
Cody beat Sammy. Sammy, I think, beat Miro.
Yeah, because there was that weird interim championship, right? Because
Yeah.
Sammy was hurt or something.
Either way, whether you like,
I know
the guy
Cody
or not,
beat Sammy. That's all.
right.
That's all I know.
Either way, whether you like the guy or not, what merits what merits the attitude? That's my point. That's my question. What merits his attitude? Like, would this, like, you owe me something like this? Why? What do you
Now,
what does Dixie Khan owe you? Nothing.
Miro did lose to Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
Now let's be fair here. This is his wife saying this, right?
My wife.
I like Jenqui.
Wow.
So she might be speaking out of turn.
Most
Nah,
women-
this
most
was
women do.
this was purposefully done.
Wow.
She runs that house, bro. I'm telling you, she runs that house.
I mean, I saw the video. I know he's got a small little wanger.
My wang.
Wang wee wah.
Yuck.
I mean, look, to play devil's advocate, though, I mean, he could fall right in line with FTR. Like, these guys were your IWGP World Tag Team Champions. They were never on TV.
Never on
For some
TV.
ungodly fucking reason, Jeff Jarrett's on my TV every week.
That was like when Ambrose was fucking U.S. champion for a year.
Like, I just don't understand.
Chapped my ass. He never defended it.
I don't understand how you can't find, and I don't want him to be the world champion. I'm also with you guys. He's decent, but I'm not like this guy's the next world champion.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching AEW because Miro's on. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you, but there's, I don't know.
I think it speaks to a bigger picture of how bloated the roster is. And like, so when we don't see somebody doing something that you might think that they should be involved in, it's just because it's somebody else in that spot. So it's a super tough situation to be in when you hire everybody.
I said this afternoon to Matt. It's like putting 5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag. How many guys do you have, guys and girls, that are going to wrestle on YouTube now, or on on the Friday show because they don't have enough time dedicated to this talent? To these
Action
talents.
Jackson coming to your TV on Fridays.
Right, but then you got a question like, so Miro can't get on TV. We haven't.
Yeah,
seen
but I want to know what he turned down. I want to know what fucking
All right,
storyline shit that he didn't go through with.
so
Maybe
hold
it's
on.
in last week's
someone
notes.
said it in the
Fuck him.
chat. Hold on. Ryan Schlong said it in the chat about maybe losing to Ricky Starks. He was not happy with that.
But he did in the tournament, didn't he?
Rumors are all right. So I'll put this up here. Ryan Sullivan says rumors are it was losing to Starks. He did not want to lose. I'm assuming that Ryan is saying that he did not want to lose to Ricky Starks.
Yeah, but he did in the tournament. That was the thing to set up the number one contender. The diamond in the rough or whatever, not the diamond ring, the other fucking thing.
No, he lost to Lance Archer and
Who?
I
Miro
saw
lost to
Lance
Lance?
Archer's promo after they broke up Suzuki Gun. He's like, take the fucking chains off me. He said, I'm sorry I'm cursing, but he goes, I'm sorry I'm cursing. I'm sorry I'm cussing. Take the fucking chains off me when I get back to AEW.
Yeah, so Suzuki Gun is done. Eh?
it's
Yeah.
it's I can't.
Long overdue.
My son,
No.
my son's sad. My son's all about Suzuki. Got him a figure for Christmas. Loves him.
If it's probably one of the best things New Japan has ever done.
Suzuki Gun.
What they did to like this last match is one of the best things New Japan
It told
has
a
ever
good
done.
story. It did. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable.
It did.
Worth
did.
going out of your way to watch.
100%.
Yeah.
The last it's Suzuki Goon versus Suzuki Goon. It's the last match.
Yeah. Two different chapters of Suzuki Gun against each other.
I think he put it in the notes. My man with the Iron Fist fucking fighting and clawing to get in there afterwards is fucking
Yeah.
awesome too.
Yeah.
It is.
But
Wait, who's on with the Iron Fist? Not Tai Chi?
No,
Great
the,
Okan?
the OG is Takashi Azuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Suzuki Gun, Doki, Taichi, Kanemaru, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Suzuki Gun, El Desperado, Lance Archer, Minoru Suzuki, and Taka Michinoku. A fantastic send-off of the faction in New Japan. The matches story mirrored the faction's breakdown in more ways than one. An emotional, riveting, and beautiful affair. This was New Japan's match in a long time. Best, I guess they mean their best match in a long time.
But that it just goes to show with AEW. Getting back to that, there's so many guys and girls that are not getting on TV that are so good. And Lance Archer has a point. Like, why aren't I on TV?
Yeah, and we got a new faction Wednesday night. Swerve's got a new faction. They bring in another new
The
guy.
Moguls. Well, no, he's been there. Oh no, the new guy.
No, the new guy that nobody knew who the fuck he was.
The baseball player.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Parker Bordeaux is not in the trust funds,
and neither is Davari. Now Davari's with like Sterling and the varsity athletes.
yeah, it's just So what does that do for Sonny Kiss?
Hopefully, doesn't hurt her.
Who cares about Sonny Kiss, right? Tony says, right. But you know what though? They pushed him, her, whatever it is. They pushed him to the moon, and then all of a sudden,
Did I say her? Him, her, whatever.
yeah, it doesn't.
She knows.
I
He
he knows. He knows what I call her.
We're
a
very,
she.
we're very good friends,
Yeah,
so it's all right.
but
No.
he's a great guy. He's a great talent.
It's not that. It's like all the fucking like now all of a sudden everybody's changing fucking factions and there's more factions. Like enough.
Yeah.
I will
If they
say
had
this.
TV time, it would make
It's
sense.
just- no, it's enough, dude. They have 400 people. They don't know what the fuck to do with them. So throw everybody in a group. That's why we got horse shit like the fucking Spanish announce people or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude? I hope the Maximals find them in a dark alley and fucking kick the shit out of them.
Which they can.
I hope they do. I really hope they do.
I'll tell you this though, Matt. AEW. We talk about match of the year candidates. Hater Sheeta. Match of the year.
I heard it was a
candidate.
fucking banger.
It was tremendous, which almost made me like upset with the post-match shenanigans. Like Tony Storm coming back, cool. Like then you had then Saraya coming out. I wanted them to have like the biggest standing ovation ever because Hater and Sheeta freaking tore the place down.
If they're smart, they'll keep the belt on her for a hot minute
Oh, they will.
because they need to start pushing some face fucking.
But
I'm all in for face fucking.
Yeah,
But Hater's like still technically a bad guy because she's still like
technically,
beat
but
up.
and she's
She still beat up
badass, too.
Sheeta when Sheeta went after Baker.
Yeah,
She came to the rescue.
they need to like keep the belt on her for a minute. I think 2 or 3 AEW matches made match of the year on most of the top 10s I saw on last Friday when we were doing the throwbacks.
Oh.
The some of the matches made match of the top matches of 22, but that definitely,
Dude, Matt, I'm telling you,
yeah,
incredible match. The crowd absolutely ate it up, which makes the match 100 times better than it would be just for being
Yeah.
a great match.
I'm not really into the women's wrestling as much as I should be, but it was
I'm not
really-
either.
But it
I
was-
tried.
But I'm telling you now, it's better now than when even from 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, 100%.
know?
I'll go out of my way to watch it. I'm way behind this week with the holidays and all the
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, no, go out of your way. It was solid.
It was really, really good. Kind of foiled, like I said at the end, with like the Tony Storm returned, and so you had Tony Storm, Saraya, and Sheeta like just hanging out in the ring at the end, like doing their best like stare down stuff. But the fact that they got a main event and the match was so
Because they just
freaking good.
can't let the main event be the main event. They always have to have something going
That's
on.
a good
afterwards.
segue question. Let me ask the room: Does it does it hurt the telecast when they main event when a women's match and the women aren't that good?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Like, does it kill it? Because I'm like disgusted after I watch like fucking Nia or whatever the hell his name is, Nyla Rose against anybody, and they main evented it, and I'm like, oh, come on, man.
I just never thought Nyla was that good. Never.
To main event,
Yeah.
not bad in the ring, but like to main event.
No. Nyla, to me, maybe has improved an inch, but I'm just not a fan. Not a fan.
Just like it when I hate
Even matches against Riho. Riho's fucking less than 100 pounds, and you're fucking gassed. I'm like, come on,
but
you're
when
not
you
at that level.
Like even SmackDown was doing that for a while, or they would main event with a women's match, and they weren't that good.
I remember when everybody was all like, oh my God, like Lita and Trish, they're main eventing a Raw, and they made a big deal out of it. But now,
Well, it was a big deal.
Back then, it was a big deal.
It
There
was
wasn't that many.
No, fair enough.
That
but-
made sense though.
Yeah, but like nowadays, like I don't know.
Now that the chicks are a dime a dozen, and 5 of them are good.
Well, see, because the bars, you can't, because you're going from Bailey and Sasha to like, I don't know, Carmella and Dana Brooks. Like,
yeah, nobody gives a shit about Carmella.
But then I'm main
and Dana
eventing SmackDown, Maddie.
no, well, I don't really
I'm just
watch
saying,
a lot
though,
of
like,
the WWE.
you can't. This is where I hate Dixie Khan, man. He just his shit. That booking's
No,
terrible.
both companies are questionable in what they choose to put on the main event. Like if it's
Yeah,
not,
but I just more noticeable with AEW lately. That's all. Like I'm used to the whole WWE.
Well, AEW
booking.
also doesn't do any favors to the women because they start a women's match, then they go to fucking commercial, picture in picture.
Yep.
And then you
That
come
piss-
back and the match is
I
over.
hate picture in picture. By the way, we know the match isn't going to end, so just go to a commercial.
their women's division is from like 9:05 to like 9:45, like 9:30, and then that's it.
That's it.
So
You only have 2 hours, man. Make it count. You
and
know?
it stinks that they put them on at the hour that they don't think that people are gonna watch. But they did do the main event. I'm telling you right now, it was perfection.
That was good. It was a great match, you know, and they hit a home run. But normally, they main event with the chicks. It's disgusting.
Right, Tony?
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping we get the Jordan Grace, Mickey James at Hard to Kill should be a banger.
Yep. Had a little tag action.
Muscles versus cutlets.
Roast beef, bro. Come on.
Now the question is, I know we have to get to a rewind, but is the question, does Mickey James win the belt and retire, or does she go out losing to Jordan and then
She should do the job of Jordan.
Yeah, my gut tells me she's gonna win, but the way it should be is that she should lose to Jordan Grace.
I think she loses and she shows up at the Royal Rumble with her husband.
Again?
Ooh.
This time she's not under a fucking contract, buddy.
Ooh, hardcore country.
That's it.
Don't hate, bro. What do you got against Mickey James?
Not hating.
where
Nick
does Nick
Aldis.
Aldis
Nick
wind-
Aldis needs to be on
Where
my
does he
TV.
wind up now that he's done?
He'll be at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Imagine they fucking like he comes out and he does the fucking putt and he looks at the sky for
I
it.
wonder if people will
fucking
care,
amazing.
though.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
good
I would.
question.
Like, is Nick Aldis had a good run with
Nick
Cody.
Aldis may be the guy that needs some vignettes to bring him in.
Yes.
He's not a
100%.
Cody where at WrestleMania, holy shit, everybody knows who Cody is.
Or an AJ Styles at the
But
Rumble.
if you bring in and like you show footage of him with the 10 pounds of gold and coming out with the fucking jacket on and looking out into the crowd, you know, like on the ropes and shit. Thanks for holding my hand, dude. He says like, you know, Nick Aldis, like the fucking
The national treasure.
Yeah, the national
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah.
You have to bring him in as a new person.
Yeah, and
Like-
then they'll say like we'll see him at whatever the pay-per-view is. If you want to debut him,
Or
the-
he
the-
or
yeah.
he ruins it for Cody when Cody comes
So
back.
I was just gonna say, like,
'Cause they
that'd be
got
f-
heat.
I
you
would
know?
love to see that on that stage.
I was at that rematch.
but you
Chicago.
gotta build him. He has to be built.
If there was ever an alternative to him taking the belt off Roman, Cody, that is, it would be Cody, Nick Aldis in WWE. I would
I'm not
take
mad at that at all. 'Cause
100%.
Dude, that match in Chicago, I was there for that. That was fantastic.
I would take that a million times.
And they got a fucking history, and they could
Yeah.
really fucking ham that.
and they
up.
could purchase like the footage off whoever they want to try to get. the
Oh,
history.
Billy Corgan will take it in
Yeah.
a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah,
Oh fuck yeah!
That fucking ship is sinking quicker than Nuff said. Who
Enough
names
said,
these,
the
who names
pay-per-view,
these
baby.
fucking pay-per-views?
Well, in fairness, they did name a pay-per-view Always Ready, and fucking
Don't you dare! Don't you
he didn't
dare!
even wrestle on the damn show. It was like fucking. It was like In Your House It's Time, which had no Vader.
With a Z, always with a Z.
Dude, enough.
And apparently Cardona's
said.
getting the rematch at that pay-per-view.
Enough said.
Yeah, they signed the paperwork a couple weeks ago,
That's
right?
right.
I don't know. I don't watch NWA much anymore.
No, you're not into the championship series.
Fuck no.
That's your gimmick, Tony.
Fucking Tim Storm, I almost said Tony Storm, still has the shot that Velvet Sky tearingly gave to him. So even Tim Storm's still hanging in the wings with a title shot. So
I was into that junior heavyweight championship belt for a while because Homicide had it.
yeah, but you know what though? Homicide, like after a while, was like, all right, he's got to lose this shit. And you know what? I'm okay with him losing to Kerry Morton. Kerry Morton's got to get a little. I know I'm talking, but Kerry Morton's got to get in a little bit better shape though. He's kind of like too skinny.
I thought he was gonna lose to
Here we go
to
with
Luke's
the
kid,
fucking
PJ.
shapes.
Yeah. I mean, I think Luke.
Who's in shape.
I think Luke and PJ are eventually going to wind up with the tag belts.
I'm not mad at that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm surprised it didn't happen against La Rebellion, to be honest with you, at the last
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That was a mistake, I think. They were fucking on fire. They should have won that shit.
Yep.
But whatever.
Enough said.
But if all this is smart, he'll go up north.
All right, now you've been watching NWA?
No.
Okay. I'm curious if anyone, God help me, who's listening to the show and has been watching the NWA, if Black Cheese has used the word doppelbangers on the show yet.
It's a great question. I will. What I end up doing is like binging it one night when I am off. I'll just end up watching like 4 episodes in a row.
You know what I started watching?
I know because I'm in the Discord, but you're gonna tell.
I
us.
started watching Women of Wrestling, Dave McClain's promotion, which is back on TV.
Where is
Did-
that now? Where can I find that?
It's on New York 55.
Where can I find that? You just buried main events, and this creep is watching just women's wrestling.
I
now.
will give you the synopsis in about 30 seconds.
That's
Have you ever seen the South Park episode where the kids were pretending they were doing WWE
Yeah.
and they got Vince McMahon to come? What did they do? It was mostly storytelling and promos. They didn't wrestle.
right.
That's like 90% of the show. Before a match, they tell a story. After a match, they tell a story. Fucking in the vignettes in the middle, they're telling stories.
So it's Glow 2.0.
Yeah, and the wrestling is better than Glow, but not good.
Who
that
is
makes sense.
who are these featured talents?
Oh, you got the disciplinarian. You've
Excuse
got
me?
the
Tess-
Beast. The Beast is the women's champion. They brought back a new chick to be Americana.
Wait,
They got
who's
Jesse
the-
James, who's like some country chick.
Who is the Beast?
She's this big black chick, dude.
Oh,
She's
let's
the
Google
WoW
her.
champion.
I'm gonna
She's a
I'm gonna
fucking
Google
monster.
her.
And she was hurt, and she just made her comeback. And her and Dave
That's
McClain,
a real beast.
They did the fucking shake from what the fuck, the Schwarzenegger movie. You son
You
of a bitch.
son of a bitch. Who are you? Dylan.
I'm telling you though, mindless TV, I was okay with it. I was enjoying it. Is it good wrestling? Fucking not at all. Not at all. Yes, wow.
Hello,
I think
Quaid.
it's there she is, the Beast. I think it's WOWE. WOW, easy for me to say, was around a long time ago, and they just brought it back.
Wasn't that the spot where Tessa Blanchard was training the chicks?
Yes.
The Dave McClain's spot?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, they got signings and giveaways and all
Quaid.
kinds of shit.
Who are you?
Candy Crush. I think.
Isn't that like a cell
That's a
phone
video game.
I know, but I forget what her background is. She's got some other sports
She's an app
background.
designer.
Hooper, Wow, and Women of Wrestling. Lindsay and Lori Carlson were basketball players in college. Oh my God, this is great. Candy Crush and Foxy Fierce.
That's a cool name, though. Foxy Fierce.
Fuck yeah, dude. And they're called superheroes, by the way.
That's
They're not
pretty
women's
whack.
wrestlers. They're superheroes. Yeah, Americana, Adriana Gambino. Guess what her nationality is? BK
Polish.
Rhythm. BK Rhythm. Guess what she does? Coach Campanelli.
Is she a gay basketball coach from high school?
Who? Coach Campanelli. She's pretty hot, dude. I'm not
Most of
even
them
lying.
were, but they were gay.
The Beast doesn't look like a beast.
You don't think so?
Yeah, she does.
She's probably a project chick from Stapleton. Staten
See, they
Island.
brought back a lot of old gimmicks. Like there's a trio called the Heavy Metal Sisters.
Everything gimmicks, right? Matt?
Holiday's there.
Yeah.
So there you go. Jesse Jones, pretty big. Gen Z, Jennifer Flores, Ice Cold. Well, guess who she's supposed to be?
Who?
Fucking what's her name? Frosty Tips.
Lady Frost?
Yeah, there you go.
Frosty. Tips,
Ice
he
Cold?
says.
Fucking
He says
Col-
Frosty Tips.
Leia Makoa. Guess what country? Guess what state she's from?
Is she one of,
Idaho.
is she feeling oozy?
Dude, Malia Hosaka is there. It's a fucking legend, bro.
Yeah, but she's that's a
Malia's
She's like
Joshi
fucking
legend.
90, but
She looks like
still.
she's
Yeah,
fucking
she's a
weathered.
Joshi legend. She's 107.
Yeah, dude. She's
She looks like she was fucking.
She probably dated Mega Powers in the 90s.
Randy Rara's back.
Malia. What's her name? Hasaka. She looked like she was fucking. I dragged her all around New Jersey.
No,
this
she's
morning.
she's a
Jesus
legend,
Christ.
dude. Fucking do some research. She's a legend.
I'm not questioning her legendary
Yeah, the
status.
disciplinarian and her manager is Samantha Smart because she's.
Let me look at. Let me see
Disciplinarian.
this
That's
disciplinarian.
a bondage movie on Showtime.
We got the Tonga
after
twins.
1:30 tonight.
It's a fucking giant roster. Did you mention Randy Rara?
Yeah. I don't know why Tormenta has 2 entries on this list. I have no
Tormenta,
idea
what?
why.
What's the name?
Serene the Voodoo Doll. You watch this shit.
Tormenta. Well, I haven't seen Serene do her.
I think he's
shit
doing another
yet.
shot of Fireball.
Yeah, please. This is what.
This is gonna drive me to drink.
So, hold on. You won't watch. Yeah,
Listen,
I just
If-
want to. I
if
just want to
I
see how
wanna-
it's. I want to see. I'm not gonna follow it. I just want to.
if I want to be insulted watching wrestling, I'm gonna. Then they say like, "Hey, you should feel dumb for watching this." Okay, I can get
yeah.
behind that.
I'd rather be insulted watching that than watching the main event of fucking AEW.
the disciplinarian.
Watching Nyla
Fuck
Rose
yeah,
take on
dude.
fucking Jade Cargill or whatever the fuck her name is.
I'm telling you, dude, the stories are hilarious and the wrestling is pretty awful.
right,
It's
well,
yeah,
but it's
that's funny.
Fucking worth.
Well, guess
watching.
what? I think I'm gonna make February or March Women of Wrestling Month.
I'm not mad at that.
All right,
I want to do a segment.
so we're gonna do XPW next month, and we're gonna do fucking.
I'll book
WOW
them
in
all. I'll
February.
book all the guests.
Oh,
The
Kevin,
disciplinarian.
KJ.
People like to say that kids today lack discipline. You lack discipline. But the disciplinarian knows
you
the
lack
truth.
discipline. Who are you?
Sent by the South Carolina Board of Education,
There you go.
the strict Southern teacher was
South
hired
Carolina
by
Border
Samantha
Patrol.
Smart to crack down on the unruly and uncooperative superheroes of WoW.
And I love that they're called superheroes. It's so great.
It's different. I'll give them that, and they all have like a backstory, I guess. What's let's see, what's fucking Serene the Voodoo Doll? I bet you she's a fucking
She's
mom.
probably from fucking Louisiana. No,
Let's see. It doesn't.
she
She
probably is.
tap outs and tarot
Thank you, sir.
cards.
There you go.
All must sacrifice, and it appears that the WoW superheroes will be Serene's offering to the dark from which she emerges. Oh, fucking get to know. Get
Getting
to
to
know the
know
Voodoo
you.
Doll.
Getting to know you.
Holy shit. Reina
All
Del
right, let's do
Rey.
a toast to shitty wrestling, huh?
Sahara Spars. What
To
is
shitty
Sahara?
wrestling.
in 2022.
Keeping this podcast alive for over 11 years.
To Sahara Spars.
There
She's
you go.
reporting for duty.
What if
she-
she's related to
Judy.
Lula?
She's in the
Alright,
United
Spars.
States Coast Guard.
Phil almost gagged. You all right? dude?
The Coast Guard,
Yeah.
the Water Police.
During her tour of duty, Commander Spars exemplified heroism. After noticing that no one in the handbook looked like her, specifically in regards to grooming standards, she shaved her vagina into a Hitler mustache.
Hey yo, and then did a wood floor for the new year.
Yeah. Being of Afro-Latin descent, this initiative would
You gotta trim
deeply
that bush if you're Afro-Latin descent.
personal for Commander Spars.
Or put in cornrows.
You can plant fucking mofungos in there. And shit.
There is no there's no meet Sahara Spars. She is inspired by her 4-year-old daughter who loves watching her mom kick butt on
Who doesn't know who her
television.
daddy is? We know.
Jesus, Phil.
Sorry.
Why is
I just added to the story. That's all.
why is Tormenta here twice?
Because she's special.
Samantha Smart looks like a cunt.
She probably is.
Robbie Rocket. What is she, a fucking astronaut?
Yeah,
What is
dude.
this?
Yeah, most of them are.
She's
Ding
in the Space
dong.
Force.
3, 2, 1, blast off. Robbie Rocket is careened onto the WoW world stage at full blast with no signs of slowing down. Oh my god. All right, and you watched this. What took place on the latest episode of WoW?
We had a match with Jesse James against the disciplinarian, and then Samantha Smart interfered, and a whole bunch of other people came out. So next week we're gonna have a 6-woman match with oh Christ, Jamie James and the two bitches that saved her against the disciplinarian, Samantha Smart, and some other teacher like woman character.
And the two bitches that saved her.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesse Jones.
That
let's
writes
see.
Yeah, that's it. Jesse Jones. She's
Yeah.
a Southern girl.
That writes itself.
She grew up in the town of Bardstown, Kentucky, the bourbon
Hey.
capital of the world.
The vermin capital of the
The
world.
bourbon.
The vermin.
That's
Oh,
right.
we got to meet. Get to know Jesse Jones.
Getting to know you.
Dave McClain did mention that she's from the bourbon capital of the world. So there you go. I don't know, man.
You know who
what?
her hero was?
Who's that? Who's her hero? Oh, Jack Daniels.
Our very own Phil Reyes' favorite wrestler,
Dusty
Dusty.
Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Of course.
You like this hat?
You better like
You
this
better
hat.
like this hat. You like this bush? You better trim this bush.
Jesus, she's got wearing the fucking jeans with all the holes in them. Then she covers them with fucking bandanas. Get out of here, Jesse Jones.
She's from Kentucky, bro.
Your dumb face.
The bourbon capital of the
You
world.
and
Her
your
name
dumb face,
Coos?
he says.
The German capital of the world.
Chaos. K-A-O-Z.
Chaos.
Did he die of AIDS?
Wow.
Oh, fucking boo.
No, we had a friend of ours.
Oh,
named Chaos.
Oh, she's
True story.
She's one of the Tonga twins.
Of course she is.
She Uzi? She doesn't have a video.
She likes when you use her tongue
She's
on
a
you.
oosy poosy.
So easy.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Oosy poosy.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
All right.
Uh,
Do you want me to do we want to plug our Patreons?
yeah, we have to. That's
let me get-
part of the gimmick, bro.
Can I get
Christmas.
let me get the sheet.
Everything gimmicks.
Everything. Yeah, I don't know, man. MLW. I saw MLW is good about putting out little blurbs on YouTube. And the most recent one, I don't know who the fuck the other guy was, but some dude in a mask eventually came up. But it was Jacob Fatu, this other dude, and Microman at a bar. And Jacob Fatu and Microman were like just kept toasting each other. And he's like, "Bro, you a good fucking wrestler. I ain't even lying. Yo, man, you talented as shit," and all this other shit. And we might get Jacob Fatu and Microman as a tag team at some point in fucking MLW.
What, isn't he fighting
I
Enzo?
thought Jacob Fatu wasn't there anymore.
No, he's there.
He's there.
Well, who knows when these were taped, but he's
Is
there.
Hammerstone still the champion?
Yes. And
My
he's
son
fighting
likes him.
with EJ and Duca right now, who's one half of the tag champs.
Who's gonna get that belt at some point?
Who,
Yeah.
and Duca?
The
Yeah.
judge?
I don't know, man.
I think he is. I think he
Wasn't
will.
he in Contra? That guy?
No,
No.
No, right?
no.
No, Fatu was.
Fatu was.
Fatu
yeah.
was, yes.
Yeah.
It was
Contra unit was Fatu.
It was Fatu. It was Akira Kwan.
And your
It
buddy.
was the Sheik. What the fuck's his name?
Joseph
Joseph
Samael.
Samael.
Joseph Samael.
And fucking Flabby Tits, the fucking guy that used to be in NXT. The fuck's his name? The dude with the mustache. He was in the fucking.
Oh, Simon Gotch.
There you
Simon
go, thank
Gotch,
you.
yeah.
Flabby tits.
He was
Flabby
Flabby
Tits.
Tits.
Who was your boy though that we always made fun of?
Richard Holiday.
Dan. No, I love Richard Holiday.
I love me too.
Danny. Am I making this up?
Not the fucking.
the guy that wore the gi.
Yeah, fucking. Oh shit! I was just thinking of
Is
Violence
Holiday
is
still
Forever.
recovering from the cancer?
Who's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Whose Violence
yes.
is Forever?
Dominic Guarini.
Dominic Guarini, the guy
Guarini,
looked like
yeah.
the brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was his partner? Kevin Koo.
Yes.
Yes. Those guys are still around. I saw a picture of them recently with tag belts. They're champions somewhere.
Indies, baby.
Definitely
Indies are
not-
strong, baby.
Definitely not MLW.
It's true.
You know what else is strong?
What is strong?
Patreon.
The Patreon is strong.
I
And
can't
if
even-
you over there,
That's right.
you want to be part of our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you can support the Shining Wizard Wrestling Podcast. $3 a month, you get the bonus content. $5 a month, we'll shout out your social media, your website, whatever you're promoting, as long as it falls within line. It's not like some weird,
OnlyFans page.
yeah. That we have to pay for. If you're giving us it for free, maybe we'll check it out. $10 a month, you get all the perks below, and we pick a monthly winner to be a part of the show. You get to pick the Wizards Rewind. You get to sit in on an interview. You get to play Can You Beat That? I'm looking to slay whomever, right? And I got, I found out some stuff about the committee. They never reached out to the champion. He had to find out through a text from
He's
JJ
not the
Rowe,
champion anymore.
former champion. And then he said, this is how nice of a guy Christian Rocco is. He said he respects the committee's decision.
Because
said-
some people respect the committee.
I said, motherfucker, they didn't even give you a chance. They didn't even reach out to you. You had to find out post-show through a tweet from somebody who's not even part of the Shining Wizards
see,
that you were stripped of your title.
that's not fair because I asked Matt, I said, what's the status on Christian? He's like, bro can't fucking show up Monday night, so he's out. All right, fair enough. Committee took you at your word.
Well, the committee should have made this decision in November at the 11th anniversary show when he didn't show up, instead of waiting a month.
Well, in fairness, the committee was not part of the booking for the 11th anniversary show. That was outside people, and we sort of ran a little long. So the committee bided their time and said, well, let's wait till December. Did we play in November? No. So there you go. The committee fucking rules. Don't listen to this hand job. Read your plugs.
First of all, don't touch me. I like Facebook in the middle of the show. This is what goes on when we're not in studio. He's got it. The guy who fucking goes on Facebook gets in these wrestling chats and gets annoyed about everything. Can't just put his phone down and enjoy his time with his friends on our holiday show. No.
You're the one that thought I had fucking headphones on, listening to something else, not even paying attention to what I'm doing.
Well, that's my own fault.
Yeah, it is.
And you were still looking at something else.
Well, you're reading the plugs. What do you want me to do? Jump in? I had to defend the committee, but otherwise, I'm letting you do your job. So,
Oh, now this is my job?
yeah, this is your fucking job. This is your gimmick. You do the plugs every week.
I don't get paid for this.
I don't get paid either. I had to set up this gimmick to make sure everybody could see our faces. Come on, bro. Everybody
I'm very
contribute.
famished. I haven't had any pizza yet.
You want
either.
pizza? Want me to get you pizza?
Get him pizza.
I'm gonna get him pizza. You
It's right
want
there. It's right in front of the camera.
You want plain pizza? Or you
Yeah,
want
don't
the-
give me this fucking garbage. That
I
you,
bought garbage pizza because I figured everybody likes garbage.
you didn't.
What?
Thanks,
What?
Tony.
We appreciate you too.
Appreciate.
I
you,
almost
pal.
killed Phil. I didn't know he was allergic to fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, because you thought everybody likes garbage. Because we're all fucking fat slobs doesn't mean we eat garbage.
This is true.
Well, you're the fucking outlier, Kevin. I'm sorry. Kevin's the
Kev, you,
exception to
you
the rule.
unfortunately get sucked into our vortex.
I love your board.
Yeah, you're fat associated.
Yes. I am mindly fat.
Kevin's tried to leave. The fucking pull just keeps taking him back in.
I'm in, yeah.
All right, we're having fun here. We're busting balls on this Christmas extravaganza. If you're enjoying
I'm
this,
looking at my phone.
yeah, Tony's on fucking Facebook buying fucking socks.
Marital aids that somebody printed on their fucking 3D
He's
printer.
buying fucking socks for his wife with his face on
with
it.
balls.
With balls.
I'm buying her socks that have L's and R's on the
Yo,
bottom.
the
so she
older we
doesn't-
get, the more important
My socks don't have fucking R's on them, dickhead. They have an L on them for
You know
large.
why? Those are two L's. He's got the two R's in his drawer.
No,
Oh.
dickhead. This is the only pair of these. You're a motherfucker. It's the only pair of these
Ring
socks
that
I
bell.
have. Don't ring the
that
bell. You fuck.
I can't believe I didn't think of that an hour and a half ago.
Have some more shots. You'll be all right. You'll think of it now.
All right. We're going to thank those that support us on our Patreon. If you like this, go to patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. Kathy Hummer, Queen of the Shining Wizards. Manny Kratzo, King of the Shining Wizards. Danny Rusinello, at Not Danny Russ. Anthony Rusinello. Sean Toe. Sean Calejo. Kate, the Great Hensler, at Miss Kate Fabe, doing her thing every Wednesday night with the Mark Order, every Friday night with Fightful for the SmackDown Rampage post show. At Miss Kate Fabe. Don't. What are you doing?
I'm looking at you.
I look like a fucking chud. It's a terrible picture. Fucking asshole.
Chud.
Christine Friesendorf. Mark Parloni.
Happy birthday, dude.
Hope you have a great holiday, Mark. I know you've been going through some stuff. Thomas Kops, the Mott Spock, at High Five Tom. He does the Marking Out ROH Revelry podcast. Our very own Phil was just on the Final Battle 2012 episode, so check that out. Michael Hammond, Matthew Birch. Matthew Birch, no sign of Birchman tonight. He's usually fucking killing it in the chat.
He's shopping for socks.
Braden Bergen at
With L's on
Enfuego
them.
30, our number one fan from Iowa. Brendan Haney at Irish Misfit. He's also responsible for the show notes. Appreciate you, Brendan. Ryan Schlong at Mark Order Pod. Unblocked
Did
from
you
the
say
YouTube.
schlong?
Ryan Schlong,
Ryan Schlong. Schlong Omegongo.
like a ding dong.
Schlong like in
Like-
junk schlong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my man.
Pack-
I'm
packing.
carry on.
He's swinging that thing. Asian Joe. Mike Peterson at LOL Mike Peterson. Congratulations for beating me in the Shining Wizards Fantasy Football Championship.
Ooh.
The Daily Smark at the Daily Smark on Twitter, thedailysmark.com. They help you find the latest wrestling news along with up to the minute daily podcasts. Don't forget we deliver YouTube videos to keep you in the loop. My man Kieran, my British friend.
Hello.
Hello. Kevin Rogue
Hello.
at Year of Pod at JJ Rogue Means
Right,
at
right,
TOTS Pod. And last but certainly not least, you can find him on the Twitter machine at W Mercier Jr.
Big
Yes.
Willie Styles.
Mr. William Mercier Jr.
My dude right there. Broke bread with him recently
Okay.
at the Jumping Bomb Angels sushi spot.
Anything else you want to say, Phil?
Nope.
Grab his dick and twist it.
More. Hey, what does Moose have to say about William
Oh
Mercier?
fuck!
Jr.?
All right, wait, you want Moose? Hold
Yeah,
on.
Hey, this is Moose. Hey, Shining the Wizard.
Oh no.
One.
Hey Phil, how do you feel about like stepping over like the only gimmick that we have on the show?
Wait, the only gimmick we have? Your gimmick. It's your
my
gimmick.
gimmick.
Hey, this is Moose.
That's right. All right, so I guess all right.
My
You want to give him the lead in again? You can find him on Twitter at W Mercier Jr. The one, the only William Mercier Jr.
Hey, this is I'm sorry. Lives are gonna be in William Mercier's hands. You know what I mean? Hey,
Kevin, I know what you mean.
that's right.
We are
Merry Christmas.
holy shit. We are rocking and rolling here. Shining Wizards episode 617, Christmas extravaganza. Phil Raya is in studio with us from the Turnbuckle Throwbacks. You can find him on Turnbuckle Throwbacks.
at T-Buckle T-Backs, right? Is that what it is?
It's
On
your
the
freaking
tweet
show, bro.
machine and
Yes.
Instagram.
And you guys recently did what? Battle Bowl 72?
We did Starcade 92.
Woo! You and who? Does that fucking goblin
son.
still do the show with you with his
No.
fucking nasty,
No,
gross
no, he-
fucking feet?
He's
Did you get him a pedicure for fucking Christmas?
I don't know what they
Is
do
it
with-
just you now?
Yeah, it's just me. My son joined me on Friday. So Hammer sat in with us.
Nice.
It was a great show, man. You had a lot of people come out for the show.
Yeah, he had fun. He was a good kid.
He had a fun.
He had a good
He had a fun time.
He had a fun.
Hey,
Good
what a
time.
face.
I need to stop.
He did the
Talking
fucking
now.
thing.
Kill myself.
Well, you can find. Look. If you're like, I don't want to listen to this fucking current wrestling bullshit. Go to the Turnbuckle Throwbacks. Phil does a great job. Catalog's there. Jay, Choppy, they did a great job. And Phil's always pumping out new content, so you should check it out. You'll enjoy it.
Thank you.
Phil has a very interesting take on the wrestling industry.
Yeah, and Phil knows what he's talking about. It's not like he's just some J-Brone. He knows what he's doing.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
I try.
That's right. We try to, and so do you. While trying. So Matt,
Yeah.
Matt, what do we
What do you
what's
think
up
it's
next?
time for?
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm just looking. I don't. Tony has. You can see it on the camera here, right? This beautiful array of DVDs. He's got. Looks like some very mint
yes,
WWF Coliseum home videos. Great DVD collection.
yes.
But what sticks out is Divas Undressed.
Oh,
I think
boy.
that was a gift from one of you guys for Christmas.
That's got to be a Matt gift. 'cause
I think
would
it's a
not
Matt
give
gift.
that.
Is it?
And I got
It's
my
100%.
WXW women's wrestling there too.
Yeah, you have a lot of like.
I think I've got the Burke County wrestling documentary. Remember the dude that went under the ring who was trying to blade himself for 20 minutes? Little Donnie. That's on there somewhere.
What's that? Satan's Sisters Slaughterhouse.
Yep. That's the infamous match with Amy Lee and fucking what the hell's her name? Vashon against the Diva Killers.
Oh, that's right.
That's that DVD.
All right.
I got an eclectic collection.
Yeah, you really do. It's a weird. You're like a Ring of Honor shoot video.
There you go. There's Ring of Honor for you. Shoot that.
After 3 tries, he finally got one on the mic.
Model.
Yeah, then he's gonna stick his fucking face in it.
He just did.
Eat it like a fucking black ice cream cone.
Hey,
What?
yo.
What's up? You know what?
It's black. It's so. Do you not see this color?
I see it. I just don't know what a black ice cream cone.
Is
'cause
black ice cream a flavor in Jersey? I'll take a
Yes.
black cone, please.
Yes.
Oh, look at here.
Usually tastes like
Can you
sewage.
put some on a waffle cone for me, please?
Dude.
Look at here.
Are we ready to rewind?
The logo's up, so I guess we are.
All right. So we are going to do a we're doing. I don't know.
We watched.
a Wizards rewind back to 1997, Monday Night Raw, December 22nd, Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lol. Lol.
Lol.
My wife.
Oh, what are you on your phone?
It's a good thing we're here in studio because apparently I have no internet.
What?
The internet's been out all day at my house.
Oh, you-
Lowell,
oh, for
Mass.
real?
It's
Yeah, that's
it's
why my
Western
wife just texted me.
Massachusetts.
Oh
It's like
shit!
the western
balls,
part of the
dude.
state. Lowell.
So I said my wife,
My wife.
My
and
wife.
without even knowing that was your wife that text.
Jenqui.
So we went back to Lowell,
Did we ever?
Massachusetts, for this Raw 1997. The landscape of the WWE is mid-changing. We are fresh off of Survivor Series and the D-Generation X pay-per-view.
Fresh.
No Bret Hart, he's out. We're starting to see the rise of Stone Cold. We're starting to see DX really come into their own,
And The Rock.
and The Rock.
And Kane.
Yeah,
Kane, yep.
That's
Kane's
gotta
a
be
very
Kane.
new character. Yep.
it was
And the Headbangers.
it was
Godwins are still in the tag.
The
team.
Evil Godwins. Once
was an-
again.
it was an interesting watch to say the least.
D'Lo Brown.
That's all right. That was the new nation. Matt was trying to lead us into this that we totally.
No, you're
hijacked
good. You're
it.
good.
No, Matt likes when we go off track when we're talking about the shit. This
I
is
do.
good. Holy fuck.
This was a weird show.
Well, Triple H is with Shawn Michaels in China. They are DX. Triple H is still being called Hunter Hearst Helmsley, even though he's referred to as Triple H.
Right.
Shawn Michaels is double champion here. He's the European, having won that from the British Bulldog at one night only,
Yes.
and the WWF champion, having won that at the Montreal Screwjob at the Survivor Series a couple months before this.
Yep. And going into Royal Rumble against The Undertaker in the casket match in 1998, which we would see Shawn Michaels' last match in a number of years.
The Rock is the Intercontinental Champion, who's still sort of feuding, maybe not feuding with Stone Cold at this point,
Yes.
because we do get a
Shamrock.
we get a vignette with Stone Cold, but that comes a little later in the show. Ken Shamrock's hanging around that scene. Owen Hart's hanging around DX. We've got the LOD opening the show, actually. You don't think about the LOD being there in 97, but here they were. You know, a lot of crazy, weird shit for this show.
You don't want to think about the LOD in 97 because they just weren't the same LOD. And then but it catapulted the hell out of the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah.
What they did in the highlight package actually was the Raw from the week before, where them and Shawn Michaels and Triple H absolutely destroyed the LOD, which was pretty good, which was actually really fun. It elevated two young guys that were floundering for so freaking long. So it was a great open. I'll say that. How about that? Great open to the show.
Yeah, it's the LOD in WWE in 1997 is definitely forgettable.
Yeah.
I think mostly for the stuff with him falling off the Titantron, right?
We're not there yet, though.
I know, but that is really what
Yeah.
you associate, you know, when you think 1997 WWF tag teams, I think LOD is far down the list.
Yeah, and it's like even if you go back to SummerSlam, Phil, like if you go back to SummerSlam, like they faced they weren't even like in the tag team title match.
No.
So like they just fought the Godwins, which was again nothing against the Godwins. Henry Godwin's a great guy.
No, it was just stagnant till
It was
everybody
just-
broke till
yeah.
till the main guys broke into the stratosphere.
When did LOD 2000 happen with Sonny?
1998.
So that was the next-
WrestleMania.
Well, that was like only a couple months removed from this. Like,
Well,
a couple
all right,
months
so
in
we're
the
going
future.
December to April or December to March.
Yeah, so,
So that's enough time in wrestling to let people
like a repackage. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think.
Oh boy. Well, in fairness, what you did bring up, not only did they destroy Legion of Doom, they shaved Hawk's mohawk.
Yep, and which he came back with actual hair. He didn't come back with the mohawk. He came back with
Well, because
The
he was
full head-
drinking, he forgot
Yeah.
how to cut his hair.
no, okay. And then he also came back with the original hawk, like full. Like normally he would just have the one over the eye and one over the eye, and he came back with the full, like original hawk, like face paint. Whereas Animal came back again with this more similar with the same with the spider.
Yeah, I know we're jumping ahead, but I hated the gimmick, but I loved the helmets they had.
Oh, they were great.
Those
the bone crunchers that the action figures, bro. With
they
them,
came with those. I didn't know.
oh
that.
yeah.
No, those are modified
I love the LOD 2000
catcher's masks that were invented by a pitcher by the name of Charlie O'Brien. He played for the Mets and the Blue Jays, and when he played up in Toronto, he got the idea to make the masks more like they took them. He took the concept from the goalies. in the NHL.
Well, because the goalies go nuts with their helmets.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, I love the LOD 2000.
Yeah.
But we're jumping ahead.
I'm sorry, you just mentioned.
No,
the
it's my
2000.
fault. That's my
No, nothing to be sorry about. It's all relative and it ties into the show. Raw's hosted by Jim Ross, Michael Cole, and Kevin Kelly.
This combination was fucking drizzling shits variety, dude. This was bad.
This was new Kevin Kelly, right? Him and Mitchell were new, right? Still at this point?
But this is fucking terrible commentary.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was tough to tell who had what motive in what they were saying, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, no, I that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, it's like who is one of them gonna be a bad? That's three. You have three good guys.
It almost seemed like they were filling in spots of the story that didn't need to be filled in. It's like, let it breathe, dude.
Yeah.
They're telling the story. You don't need to fucking jump in. Sergeant Slaughter, perfect example, says you haven't defended the European title in 30 days.
60.
Right away, one of them goes, "Oh, I think it's been a lot longer than that." 2 seconds later, matter of fact, it's been longer than 60 days. And they're like, "Oh, well, there you go." Yeah, if you would have shut up the first time, you wouldn't have to jump in the second time to show us what a fucking dickhead you are. It's like, relax. Let the fucking Sarge work. Sarge got no respect during this time period as it is, and commentary did him no favors doing shit like this. That fucking bugged me. That bugged me for some reason. Really bad.
Commentary was rushed.
It was awful.
It was rushed, and they, like Kevin said, you couldn't get a feel what every guy was doing. It just felt rushed. That's all. I think they were not that they were overwhelmed by the what was going on, but they were just trying different shit. And I guarantee you, in their earpieces, they were like, "Oh, say this, don't say that." Yeah.
And then we stay here like 20 years later, or 30. I don't know how many years later.
Almost
97,
30. Yeah.
30 years later, and Michael Cole and Kevin Kelly are two of the greatest, and Jim Ross.
Well,
I mean,
it just
maybe not
goes
so
to
Jim
show-
Ross, but
Yeah.
Jim Ross, I think has fallen off. God bless him.
But it just goes to show where the industry went at that point.
Yeah.
You know,
Those two are the best. Kevin Kelly and Michael
Kevin
Cole are
Kelly's
the best,
fantastic.
are
We
the
had this
best
conversation
commentators
today.
in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very bizarre. And I don't want to get hung up on the commentary because this show has a lot of content that needs to be discussed.
It's just something that we wouldn't notice as younger lads. Now we're noticing it now because what we're doing and how we see it differently now. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you guys think the DX stuff holds up after this opening promo?
I'll let Tony or Phil answer that first.
This stuff wasn't so over the top, at least in my eyes, as stuff that would come later on in the next year or two, because it was kind of like just an isolated thing that one group was doing, and that was their shtick, as opposed to like a year or two from now, where everybody seemed to have like these outrageous, over the top, fucking really pushing the envelope gimmicks that they were doing. In this space, I was okay with just DX doing what DX was known to do.
If Michaels wasn't world champion, they don't get that much TV time at that time.
No, but
I feel like his position in the company, not taking nothing away from Triple H or China, gave them more of a presence because of what was going on.
But you're okay in hindsight looking back
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah.
This segment 100% okay with.
Yeah.
The initial robes and that stuff, and the announcers did put it over well, so I'm 100% okay with what they did today, Matt.
No, I enjoyed it, and I think I kind of equate it to like the Opie and Anthony show, right?
Right.
Before they went to Sirius XM, they had to find a way to be clever about saying certain things. Like Triple H gets in like, "Oh, and I know you're the baby of the Hart family. I have a pacifier you can suck on." Like,
yeah,
that was wild.
like, but it's like
the presence on the ass, you know. Like
yeah, it's like
gear.
The
it's
mistletoe, putting the mistletoe.
yeah,
like,
it's creative, and it's like, you know, like Tony said, fast forward a year, and it's like we're just fucking crotch chopping and asking chicks to take out their tits,
Yep.
and It's
And-
like out of control.
Then you have Val Venus and Godfather.
Yeah, like, but
and all
this
those
is
guys.
like clever, and it's lots of Christmas dick puns, and like
Yeah, like once Austin McMahon started moving forward, it feels like that was more of like the Russo era. Not only did everybody have to have a story, but everybody had to have like a Howard Stern kind of story. His influence on Vince Russo, you could definitely tell as time went on. But this, as one moment of the show overall, absolutely 100% okay with it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
and we find out in this opening promo that Commissioner Slaughter is going to make Shawn Michaels defend his European title against Triple H, and they both kind of have a little
Yeah.
tiff back and forth.
I do like this though, because this played out throughout the entire show. So like if you're watching it like for the first time and you see Hunter like, you know what, he's always running his mouth, I'm gonna shut his mouth for him. It's like, okay, maybe these guys are gonna take this competition a little seriously,
Yeah.
you know?
And Tony, we're talking about 1997, where like we don't necessarily like have the trained eyes that we might have now.
Yeah.
So like watching it back, like I'm like, oh, this is so freaking obvious. Like it's so like you know it's coming, but
yeah, but
you also saw it at the time too.
yeah, and it was clever too. And then like every single time China would whisper something to one of them, and then they
Yeah.
would reference her shirts. And so
Yeah.
it was like, holy shit, they're actually just pushing her merch while they're getting ready to
Yeah,
fucking
All
fight each
three
other.
of them had her shirts
Yeah,
on.
all three of them had the shirts on.
throughout the show. So like it was cool, but like it's like watching anything that you thought was really awesome when you were younger. That's like, all right, this is blatantly obvious now. But at the like watching it back, and if you can have those eyes, Matt, it's just like it was pretty good.
No, look, there's a lot of things. I don't want to jump all over in the head, but there's a lot of things that, trust me, there's a lot of stuff on this show when you're like, what the fuck,
Yep.
right?
get
There's
there.
a lot of things where you're like,
We'll get there.
we're telling, like, for instance, like we have this Triple H Shawn Michaels promo where we're talking about Owen Hart, we're talking about The Undertaker. Later, we're going to see The Undertaker and Kane, but we still have Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. Like, there's a lot of stories that are going on at once, and they're not muddying the waters.
Right.
Like, if we're going to get to the Kane and Undertaker stuff, but that's just focused on Kane and Undertaker.
Yep.
There's no reason to shoehorn Shawn in there. We already know where Shawn's going to be at the Rumble. So I think stuff like that, they should be commended for, because it was really done well. The next match, Headbanger Thrasher against Henry O. Godwin, doesn't even really get started.
This was dog shit.
And this was all
absolute
to set
dog
up.
shit.
What, they have a strap match?
Yeah.
They
It's
must have, because they did do the King of the Country whipping match, I think is what they called it. The country whipping match. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
about right.
So
No matter what it is, it's terrible to say. No matter what it is.
So the Godwins at some point actually went heel again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This was after SummerSlam '97 when they fought the LOD in Jersey.
Now, didn't what's his name break his neck
I
on
was
that
at
show too?
SummerSlam '97.
So was I.
Yeah, well,
So
I think
was
we're
I.
all there. Yeah. When did Henry Godwin break his neck with the Legion of Doom?
Prior to this,
Okay, so he was already hurt at this.
so he was
point.
hurt and they came back. So the New Age Outlaws are now a thing, and the New Age Outlaws were like no one really knew what the New Age Outlaws were. So the New Age Outlaws also had an issue with the Godwins. So like the Godwins were bad guys, but we didn't know what the New Age Outlaws quite were yet. So the Godwins made a point in their promo with Michael Cole to say, like, New Age Outlaws, we haven't forgotten about you. So maybe, I don't know if this was a point that maybe they were going to turn them back babyface, because this is post Uncle Cletus. This is post SummerSlam at LOD. LOD's gone out of the picture because DX and New Age Outlaws beat the shit out of him. So I didn't know what this really was. And the match was with Henry against Thrasher, and then you had Mosh and Phineas get into the mix.
Yeah, what did this go like? Not even 2
No,
minutes.
not even.
no, minute
not
and
even.
13
Yeah.
seconds. Godwin breaks his neck in 98.
Oh, so it was after this.
So they might have been the Southern Justice team at this point. Then, if that not at this point, but then. So they were probably No, they were.
No, they were still the
They were still the Godwins, and they
they
came
were
back
still the
with Jeff Jarrett
Godwins.
as-
Yep.
Yeah,
And then later in 98, they were Southern Justice.
which I thought was a completely criminally underrated team.
Well, they were stuck with
given-
Jeff Jarrett, weren't they?
Ah, it's such a
was
good.
that whole NWA thing though, right?
No, Jeff Jarrett had passed NWA. Owen Hart, I think, was. I think this is also post Owen Hart team.
Because this is Tennessee Lee too.
Well.
Oh wait, so then listen, if my memory's off, I'm off.
So March of '98, he resurfaced as Tennessee Lee.
I heard those Welsh boys got some fucking hammers on them.
but I'm telling,
Hey, yo.
That's what I heard.
I don't think Tennessee Lee was with Jeff Jarrett when he was with Southern Justice.
According to Henry O'Godwin,
Slap
Oh,
nuts.
Godwin.
he was the bodyguards of Tennessee Lee and Jeff Jarrett.
All right. There you go.
But he was gone. Tennessee Lee was gone August of '98.
There you go.
Yeah, he wasn't around too long.
No.
That
So-
Southern Justice team was such an underrated
He
gimmick.
he was in MLW for like 5 weeks, canoodling around with that chick.
Blake, right? Ariel Blake.
Like,
Yes.
Was that her
I
name?
like that canoodle is still in our lexicon.
Of course it
Just
is.
putting that out there.
Oh, and your girl Billy Starks is going to be wrestling for MLW too.
Oh, why is she my
Billy
girl?
Starks is around still?
Billy Starks is definitely around.
Yeah, she's
Billy
only-
Starks is like 18. I don't know
Yeah.
who you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
you might. Think
No,
of
she
somebody
was
else.
like a thing for like 5 minutes, and then I haven't seen her.
No,
She was in
always been a fan.
GCW. She went to Japan. She was just in Japan
I didn't see her.
Did a
I
bunch of
saw
stuff
her in
for-
GCW.
for Stardom.
Yes. Oh, good for her.
yeah, Magenta.
Hi, Phil.
interviewed her.
Magenta. That's right. Magenta was there for that, right?
Yep.
Fucking Magenta. So post this whatever match this is, we get a video package highlighting Dude Love and the abuse he takes at the hands of the Outlaws, and then we get a little promo from Mick. He's
Back.
back to being Mankind. He just wants the New Age Outlaws to know that there are some tendencies that Dude Love has that are specific to Mankind and vice versa. So they should be on the lookout.
This was fun. It was corny, but it was fun.
And this is pre Chainsaw Charlie coming in, right?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they show that video clip of what happened when the show went off last year with Stone Cold, the little Uso kid, and Santa Claus.
Very oozy.
I think you know what happens. The Santa Claus has some very disparaging words for Stone Cold.
Well, because Santa Claus thought Sable was going to come out and visit him, and then he got the word that Sable wasn't coming out to visit him.
That's right.
So he blew off one of the Uso kids, and it's legit one of the Usos. It was Jay or Jimmy. It was one of them, right?
According to Bruce Pritchard on the Something to Wrestle With podcast, it was one of the Uso twins.
So Kevin and I, incorrectly so, but if you see the video, you'd understand why. We thought it was a little girl, but it turned out it was actually a little boy. Turns out it was either Jimmy or Jay. So there you go.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, if she's not coming, what do you want for Christmas, little boy? He goes, you're not the real Santa. And Santa's like, fuck you, Oos, and kicked him in the face. And then Stone Cold said, you kicked this kid? What? That's the tribal chief's kid. What?
That's right.
And he kicked Santa in the scrotum.
Tell you what, the Usos are the fucking greatest tag team in the history of the world. I'm saying it.
They,
Boom.
they might very well be. I think when it comes down to it, you look at the history of tag teams, you definitely make an argument that they're in at least top 5.
Especially after this performance by one of them.
Well, of course.
Yes. This
Fucking
was huge.
open up Austin kicking Santa in the balls.
So
But how long? This took like fucking 15 minutes on the show, though. So for a 2-hour Raw, they're wasting an awful lot of time with shit like
On
this. No.
DX and Santa.
Well, here's the thing, too. Like throughout the entire episode, we're getting fucking recaps of Sergeant Slaughter being in the ring.
I thought this was a recap.
What do you mean?
The Austin.
it was.
It was
They
from
didn't
last
show
week.
it.
Okay,
It wasn't. They didn't show it last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is weird to see. Like I think because if
Like, what was the point of it? That was kind of the thing.
It's
Like,
Christmas.
oh,
Christmas.
yeah, but Stone Cold
Christmas
stunned
WWE.
Santa Claus. It's like,
yeah, because I don't think he's cleared yet. I still think he's reeling from the neck injury.
it's probably we're only 2 months out. No,
Right,
well,
because
no,
he
three-
wins the
3
98
months
Rumble.
out. Well, no, because that was back in August, September. He's 4 months out.
I don't think he wrestled much.
Maybe he didn't wrestle at all yet.
Let me look. I'm gonna look.
No, he probably
No,
didn't.
you know what?
Tony,
No,
you're
you know
right.
what?
We're good.
Owen Hart won the Intercontinental title back, and then he lost it back to Austin pretty much immediately. And then it wound up on The Rock somehow, I think, when Austin fucking did his gimmick later on in the show.
No, well, because Austin threw like the Rock's belt into the. That doesn't necessarily.
No, he
say how
gave it up.
lost it.
I think he gave it up.
And then you had Rock, you had Owen Hart and Farouk in the finals of the tournament.
And Owen Hart won.
Or did you have Rock and No, you had Owen Hart and Farouk in the finals of the tournament. Owen Hart won.
And then Austin
Lost to Triple H.
No.
Lost to
No.
The Rock.
Survivor Series 97, Austin beat Owen Hart.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then Austin just gave up the belt. He threw it in the river. Because he said, you want this
No,
belt?
but
so-"
The Rock beat somebody. Rock had won the belt from someone because Austin threw it in the belt to spite Rock.
Austin beats The Rock at In Your House D-Generation X at the beginning of December.
But Rock is on this show that we're watching right now. The Rock is the Intercontinental Champion.
Yes. The undisputed Intercontinental
That's right.
Champion, as he said. Let me see.
But who did he beat for the title?
That's a great question.
All right, so here we go. So Stone Cold won
Mark
it at SummerSlam. It was vacated. Owen Hart won the tournament over Farouk. A month later, Stone Cold wins at Survivor Series. The Rock Stone Cold on the December 8th Raw handed the championship to The Rock. So he never beat him for it. He just gave him the belt.
One of those.
Because he said, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm going after the world title.
He's going after Shawn.
That was when he
Alright.
announced that he was going for the Royal Rumble. Yeah,
Gotcha.
there was some sort of gimmickry, and then I think that was when he threw the belt in because he didn't throw the belt in this episode.
No,
that
the
was
week
another
prior.
recap. I
The
think it
week
was 2 weeks
prior.
prior.
Or 2 weeks or whatever it was. It was definitely prior.
So there were a lot of fucking recaps on this show.
Recapping
Like you
90
could have been out of
90s shit.
wrestling for a month and a half, and this show would catch you up.
Well,
on
we are
everything.
talking about a Christmas week episode.
All right, fair enough. That's a good
So,
point.
like,
That's a good point.
Everybody's on vacation.
yeah.
We get the DX locker room stuff that we're talking about. Sean and China talking, whispering in his ear, whatever, all that jazz. We get Rocky Maivia with the Nation of Domination taking on the Undertaker.
One-on-one.
Undertaker and The Rock in the middle of a fucking Monday Night Raw. How
That's what I was saying. Like they could have booked that would have been a main event. Anywhere else.
Yeah, well, the main event's got to be Triple H and
It has to
Shawn.
be
that's
Shawn.
why.
Sure.
Would 1997 Rocky Maivia
No.
be main event caliber though?
100% not.
No, probably not yet.
not
You're right.
not for Rock's purposes as well.
If you were booking AEW, yes.
yeah,
But the Undertaker definitely was main event.
yeah, Taker headlined a lot of Monday Night Raws.
But then it becomes a question: do you close Raw with Kane getting over on the Undertaker, or do you close Raw with DX getting one over on Sergeant
Well,
Slaughter?
that was my point. If Michaels didn't have the title, it'd be totally Kane and Taker as the main storyline.
Yeah, and then you have Kane destroying Undertaker with the Undertaker hesitation that he
Correct.
does. Like he wants to hit him, but he decides not to.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is the X factor here. Him not world champion, they ain't get that much TV time like that. Not tonight anyway. Not on
Right.
this episode, I should say.
And not in Lowell.
This is also just remember this. This is what Raw's 2 hours, and it's presented as two separate shows, right?
Always.
Right. So this is the main event of
The
hour
music was
one.
So good.
All right, that's true. All right, Matt makes an excellent point. So here's a
question.
question I got to ask you. The first part of Raw opens with Thorn in Your Eye, but then the War Zone opens with All Together Now, which just does not seem like a War Zone entrance. Was this a thing for a while that I just forgot about?
I don't care. Anthrax did the song. That's all I care. about.
I'd have to-
No, it was that fucking weird group on the wrestling fucking whatever album it was. It was like the World Wrestling All Stars or Ram Jam All
I
Stars or
think it's
some
the same
shit.
band that does both.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Did
But it
Ram
wasn't.
Jam do Black Betty?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's
Ram-a-Lam.
Yeah.
No, it was like the Jam Band or the All Star Jam or
The Gap Band.
Fuck, what the hell was the
The
name of that
Sisters
album?
Band.
Was that the wrestling album 5?
I think it was just called the WrestleMania
The
album.
WrestleMania album.
I don't know because that's the one that had all the other idiots singing their own gimmicks, like Jim Duggan singing USA and
Yeah.
That was the Macho Man and
no, this is the
no,
one.
it is. It's the
No,
same
no, but
album.
no, it's not because this one has the 1, 2, 3 Kid on it. It's got
Yes.
Psycho Sid on it.
Yes,
Guess what?
it's the same one.
No, that's not the
No, it's
WrestleMania
not
The
the
album.
wrestling album is the first one with Shawn Michaels and Goldust, but there's also one with the WrestleMania album that has Hacksaw,
Sid's playing air
Brett,
guitar with a
Undertaker,
softball bat.
Nasty Boys, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, but beats people up.
Yeah, but that's not the same one that has the theme to Raw.
Which Raw are you talking about? Oh, the Attitude Raw? No chance. If you're talking about like WrestleMania theme song, Linda McMahon's theme song, then yes, that's that's the album with Hacksaw and Taker and Brett and Savage.
No,
The Full Metal album was WWE Full Metal was 1995-96, which had Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Mankind, Goldust, and it was still called Full Metal, which is weird because none of those are Full Metal. Nope.
I don't know. We can move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
WWF Full Metal, the album. That's the one we were talking about, right?
That's the one Kevin just said.
Yep.
I just mentioned.
So that
it.
opens with "We're All Together Now," "Thorn in Your Eye," and then it goes. It has Diesel, King Mabel, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Goldust, The Smoking Guns, Psycho Sid, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels singing "Sexy Boy," Undertaker, early Hakushi, Bret Hart, and then "With My Baby Tonight" from Jeff Jarrett.
I still have it. I don't have the case, but I have the CD. Still have it in like one of those like fucking remember those like black CD holder cases?
Yeah, of course.
With the I have it. And it's
All right.
in that.
Here's something that I learned today.
Your Baby Tonight.
The iTunes version of this album, Full Metal, has 2 bonus tracks.
Oh,
Does anybody want to guess which 2 wrestlers have bonus tracks? You will never get them in a bazillion years.
Barry Horowitz.
What year is this?
The album of Full Metal came out in 1995.
95.
I'm saying Barry Horowitz.
Tatanka?
You guys aren't even in the fucking water
Rad
with these.
Radford.
You're not even in the fucking pool.
Radford,
You're not even in the country, dude.
Ludwig
And it
Borga.
says here, iTunes bonus tracks. There's 2 of them.
Does Jim Cornette have a song?
It is not, dude. You're not even close.
Ludwig Borga.
Not even
No.
fucking close.
All right. So slow down.
There's nothing to slow down. You're never gonna get.
Man,
it.
I'm gonna get it.
Man Mountain Rock.
No.
It's a great guess.
It's a terrible guess because you guys aren't even close.
All right,
Skip and Zip, the Body Donnas.
Nope.
So we got, can you just, Brett,
The New Rockers.
Oh,
Brett, Sid.
Brett and Sid are
Goldust,
on the
Mankind.
album. Goldust. I hear. So it's Diesel, King Mabel, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Goldust, Smoking Guns, Psycho Sid, Razor Ramon, Bret Hart, Hakushi, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Jeff Jarrett.
Dean Douglas.
No, you're not even close.
Vader.
No. You guys are never gonna get these.
Any female wrestlers?
No.
Is it a non-wrestler?
No.
Give me the first letter of the.
No, that's
wrestler's
going to
name.
easily give it away.
Yeah.
No, the first letter.
Is
All
it
right,
Make a Difference Fat Two?
The first letter.
Oh, is it Make a Difference?
No,
Fat
it's
Two?
not. He's not making a difference on the album. Both wrestlers have a first name that begins with the letter D.
Oh, so
You're still never gonna get it. This is not even a fucking fair question for can
Duke,
you
the
beat
Dumpster
that?
Drosy.
No. Okay. All right, that was a fair guess,
That's a good
but
guess.
you're absolutely
And
way off.
And I said Dean
I'm
Douglas.
telling you, you
No
guys
Diesel, no Dean
Doc
Douglas.
Hendricks.
No, you're not gonna.
That's
get
a great
them.
guess.
They're all great guesses, but they're all terribly wrong.
Doug Gilbert. No.
No.
Oh, Doug. He was in the Rumble one of those years.
The Dog Patriot.
With a
Oh
D.
my god, you guys are never gonna get them. You might as well just give up. The show.
Can you
has
just shut the fuck up and give us a second, man?
No, because Dead Air's as funny as watching fish
Doug
fry. or whatever.
Furnace.
No,
Doug
not Doug
Furnace.
Furnace.
Oh man.
With a D.
The D.
Is it like Doug Gangsters?
Yeah, D's nuts.
D's nuts.
Is it a tag team?
Yes, both of them.
They're both tag teams?
Both of D's nuts.
Wait, so they're not tag teams.
596D.
So they're not tag teams.
See, I can't. If I give you the clue, you're gonna be like, "Oh, what the?"
All right.
fuck,
So what the
Tony?
hell?
No.
Why not do it then?
All right, you're thinking
All
of
right,
Doink
are
the
they still
Clown.
alive?
Nope,
Dink the Clown.
nope.
Tony,
Yes,
they
it's
alive? Are
Doink
they still
and
alive?
Tink.
You read?
Double trouble.
They are both still alive, and one of them is an active wrestler.
Double-
You're never gonna get them. You're never gonna fucking get
You
them.
underestimate
No,
what we know about
no.
professional
You say I
wrestling.
underestimate. I say nay, sir. You guys
You
are
would-
never-
Still an
You would-
active wrestler,
What?
huh?
So if you say it, will we know who they are?
Still-
Yes, of
active
course you'll know who
wrestler.
they are. These were the iTunes bonus tracks, according to Wikipedia. Both men have first names that begin with the letter D.
So they're not tag teams.
No, and it's not D's nuts, and it's not both
It's,
of them.
it's not Doug Dillinger.
No,
Is it D'Lo Brown?
No, it's not
Ooh,
D'Lo
that's a great
Brown.
guess,
That's a
but
good guess.
He
though.
wasn't there yet, I don't think.
No, these guys, I'm pretty sure. I know one for sure, but probably both of them are still in WWE.
Really?
Yep.
They're both still
You're
there.
never gonna get this.
Stop it.
Still
When
in
I
W-
say never, people, I say never. I mean never. They're never
Still
gonna
in
get it.
WWE.
They're probably producers.
E.
David Otunga. No.
All right, all right.
David Otunga.
All Correct, sir. That's one of them.
Come on, 95.
No, not 95. These were bonus tracks added by iTunes. All About the Power, David Otunga's theme song.
That's not all right.
So it's not relative to
That's not
95, 96.
Oh.
So you totally screwed the pooch on this.
I didn't screw the pooch. You guys all assumed
I don't
95,
have
96.
sex with animals, sir.
The only
Um,
clue you wanted was the first letter, and I gave it to you.
No, but that's
Okay,
not-
so is it Dean Ambrose?
No.
Damian Sandow.
No.
they're still in WWE.
Remember the clues I gave you? Yes.
Tony thinks they're still in WWE.
No. This
So
guy.
David Otunga is not active. This guy's still active.
Yes. Now you're gonna get it.
Is it Wade Barrett? No.
No, there's no D in it.
Yeah, I get it. Well, there is one, but
Is it Drew McIntyre?
Matt, can
Broken Dreams.
Can you agree with me that this was a total abomination of the
Wow.
setup? Of
I
the
mean, we
question?
didn't. We
It says it right here. iTunes bonus tracks.
we did assume that this would be
1995.
circa 95, 96. So maybe that's on us.
It
No,
is.
it's not. I think he should have prefaced that.
No, because that would have no, because you
What
guys
Tony said
the
he was
clue
active
you
today.
wanted, the clue you wanted was first letter of a name.
Yeah, but we didn't know that it would be 20 years later from when the album was released.
Hey man, iTunes works in mysterious ways apparently. But congratulations to Phil who got both of them.
Nice. What's my prize? A free glass of goat's milk?
You could
How
have
about another shot of Fireball?
I got mushroom pizza for you.
Yeah. Phil could have anaphylaxis and Fireball.
So we get the Rocky Maivia Undertaker. There's nothing incredibly groundbreaking about this match. I think everything is post match.
Yeah,
Taker sets him up, choke slam.
It was a fine match though.
It was fine. Yes, it's not like fucking 5 stars.
a little too much with the interference, but that was
Well,
97.
that's the fucking Nation of Domination,
I know.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to set up for the tombstone. Boom, he hits it as he covers. The lights go out. You know what that means. Here comes Paul Bearer with Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
The Nation clears out. Paul Bearer once again tries to talk the Undertaker into fighting Kane, but Taker will not strike his own flesh and blood, even when Kane beats him into a corner. And Taker considers firing off, but he doesn't pull the trigger. And that's the closest we've seen to them coming to blows.
until Mania, I want to say.
Any
That's when they
particular
fight.
reason you were farting around there, buddy?
No, but here's a bit of irony. Rocky Maivia won his first Intercontinental title in this very same building in Lowell, Massachusetts, in February of earlier that year. There's
That's
a
where
little
Shawn
something
Michaels
for you.
lost his smile.
Fuck yeah! Tell me a lie.
Great line by Cornette.
Would you guys consider the Undertaker Kane story one of the best the WWE has ever told?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Storyline, yes. The payoff at Mania, I'd have to watch it again, but I don't remember it being any shakes of greatness.
Just for them, the longevity of both of them, it just like how could you not?
Oh, the
consider it?
story for sure.
Yeah.
But that first match where they actually touched and stuff, I'd have to go back and watch it. I don't really have a good memory of that one, a memory of it being any
Just,
good.
it's one of those. It's like Macho Man Hogan. Like you can anytime you want them to fight, I'm okay with having them fight.
It made Kane a better performer after that. I think his status got better. Even the funny shit was good. You know what I'm saying?
If there's no Taker, there's no Kane.
And I
Right.
love when Taker took a shot at him in his Hall of Fame speech. He's like, "You stole my moveset. Of course you became a great wrestler."
Yep. He's not wrong.
Oh, we enter the Raw zone, the War Zone, excuse me.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And your hosts are Jim Cornette and Jim Ross.
Goddamn, fucking wrong.
And we're gonna kick off the second hour of Raw with the European champion Shawn Michaels and Triple H. China comes out carrying both belts. Helmsley makes his entrance, but as he's doing so, Owen Hart with the weakest from behind tackle, like he doesn't double axe hand him, he just like dives at his leg and
He
trips
he
him.
chop blocked.
Took
They
his
didn't
legs
learn
down.
blindsiding in the fucking dungeon, I guess.
And thank God they had the good angle.
Oh, the over the
foresight
top, right?
to over
Yeah.
the top.
And Hunter was still wearing his Greenwich robe at this point,
It was
wasn't
like a
he?
little bit more on the inside, on the inner thigh.
Yeah, it was flashy.
It was a little more flash than it was. when
Yeah.
it was-
But that's cool that like he was still, the Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick at this point.
I enjoyed how Michaels and China accuse Sergeant Slaughter of collusion, like he allowed this to happen.
Smell it real bad.
Yeah.
So that match will happen later tonight.
Well, another segment with these jackoffs.
We go back to New Age Outlaws looking for Mankind in the basement. They find just a random dude and they beat him up.
You think it was one of the Bariquas?
No, it looked like a white dude. It was probably
Nah,
Bruce Pritchard.
Probably Steve Lombardi.
Ooh, he likes getting tackled by men in the fucking sewers.
Yes, he does,
Fuck
Daddy.
yeah. Push it and pull it.
We are
Uzi
back.
Pussy?
We are back for our next matchup. Scott Taylor's in the ring and he's going to take on Mark Marrow.
Yes, he
Did
is.
you see Scott Taylor? He almost looked like he wanted to really be a heel in this match. He had like that scruffy, like didn't really trim it well, kind of like unshaven beard,
He
and
looked like
that,
a
like-
roadie for Pro Jam.
like that menacing look on his
Yeah.
face. You know,
I think he just thinks what we all think of Mark Marrow.
Dare
Like,
I
at the
say,
time.
precursor to the Kevin Garifo truck drivers.
Hey, yo.
you know what? You are right on that.
Jim Ross and Jim Cornette are telling us that Sable is in the building and she is hot tonight.
It is so funny how Jim Cornette has talked so much shit about Sable over the years, like actually building her up as an on-screen character. The irony is just so great.
And out comes Mark
Thank you,
Marrow.
fuck you, bye.
Yeah,
Mark Marrow comes out and he brings out Sable, but she's in a reindeer costume.
Yeah, with high heels on, pumps, by the way.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Can't be easy.
How she pulled that off is amazing.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
this is for all the ladies that want to be me, and for all the men that want to be with me.
I'm not there yet, but I
Yeah,
love
not
the
with, not with your
reference.
dick and him pushing.
That's what her when she was bad guy Sable. That's what she did.
So we're gonna have a match, and as Sable gets to the outside, she decides she's done wearing the reindeer head, and she takes it off, and this infuriates the Marvelous One, which allows Scott Taylor to attempt to get the upper hand, but as you know, it does not go well, and he falls victim to the TKO, and then
Great move, by the way.
Yeah.
That was so innovative and ahead of its time.
some post-match shenanigans.
Wait, I gotta ask Kevin because Kevin would probably know the most about this.
Okay.
Tom Brandy, circa '97.
Dunk.
Tom Brandy.
So how long after Sal Sincere did he become Tom Brandy? Was he
a year maybe?
So he was not on TV before this? Like
No,
this-
he was Sal Sincere. No, before this? No,
was he the
on-
fake Patriot too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's Johnny Gunn, who was with Tom Zink in WCW.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And with
But was he brought back in for this, or was he?
no, he was there the entire time.
But he was he wrestling?
He just got repackaged, and like I don't remember exactly how he got repackaged.
I got it for you. He began wrestling under his real name when Mark Marrow called him a jobber and said he was Tom Brandy, not Salvatore Sincere.
Yeah, stunk. He was like this is why the show is so bad. And I don't blame Johnny Gunn. I don't blame Tom Brandy for this. It was just like nobody gave a fuck.
I
about
tell you
Tom
what, though,
Brandy.
when he beat up fucking Mark Marrow and he turned to the crowd and he was like, "Yeah,
no, nobody cared.
people got fired
What are you
up.
out of your fucking bum? What show were you watching?
People got a little fired up for him. I was fired up for him."
First of all, Mark Marrow didn't have any heat either.
No, well, that's fair.
So like,
But then again, Tom Brandy made sure that they got to see Sable, so that would probably be.
but
the
if Tom
reason.
Brandy was in the ring with her, then he would be able to leech off her pop. But he
Oh
was
my
out.
God, how come they didn't go with that with Tom Brandy and Sable teamed up?
Freaking, hey, I'm a big Italian guy. Hey, oh, look at me, I'm Tom Brandy.
I
Oh, look
never
at me.
really.
I'm gonna steal like Del Wilkes gimmick, and I'm gonna do all this crazy stuff. I'm Johnny Gunn. Tom Zink, go away. Oh wow.
I never understood the Sal Sincere gimmick. I just never got it. Like that, I love you and everything. Like,
It was such a weird time in wrestling. And
but
then,
my aunt, well, because like when I mean, like my cousin was like a little kid at the time, and so she used to watch wrestling with him. She loved Sal Sincere. She
course she
loved
did.
the fucking gimmick.
like
I'm like,
Miami, Florida.
Like I didn't get it. I just didn't understand. I'm like, he's Italian. He wears pink. What the
So
fuck?
you go from one non-over gimmick to just becoming
Tom
less
Brandy.
than a regular guy. Like Phil, you're a gimmick, right? You're Sal Sincere. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're just a regular dude named Tom Brandy who defends Sable from Mark Marrow, who at this point still nobody gives a fuck about. And like now, how is that gonna get you like over. It's not. It's
They
just,
did the same shit with Shark when John Tenta was in
Yeah.
WCW,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like, I'm not a shark, I'm a man, I'm John Tenta. All right, well, see you later, John Tenta.
same thing with Big Bubba when he
Right.
became Ray Trailer. We talked.
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Tom Brandy's like that overbearing dude that marries an old lady after like the widower
Ah!
for her money. It's that guy.
And it stinks though because he could have done something there, but he just
If he wasn't an asshole, yeah.
yeah.
I also think you're putting him in a feud where nobody gives a shit about either guy because they want
Yeah.
to see Sable.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a tremendous
That's a good point.
Sable.
it's all about Sable, and you have two guys that literally you fucked totally the wild man.
Well, in fairness, the story goes, and you know the story. Vince McMahon wanted Johnny B. Bad, and he wasn't gonna get Johnny B.
Nope.
Bad. You know, so it's like, well, what the fuck do we do with this guy now? And that's all Mark Mero knew was how to be Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
He never knew anything else.
When I used to box,
Yeah, so
No,
that's exactly what happened.
And I will say this: I don't think Wild Man Mark Mero was as bad as
it wasn't, but if they just left it as Mark and Sable instead of fucking with that, it probably could have gone.
If they
somewhere.
never brought Sable in, Mark Mero probably could have been huge. Maybe.
he was TV
things could have
champion,
been
wasn't he?
different.
It's like 5 minutes.
He was
He was
TV champ, he was
he was
IC champ.
IC champ. Yeah.
Oh, no, I
Then
meant the WCW.
He was TV
television
champ a
champion.
bunch, yeah.
Okay.
And then they had that thing, and then Triple H took it from him because they had the whole Mr. Perfect
Yeah.
storyline where Mr. Perfect was going to manage.
Another great
Mero.
story because the whole thing was, you know, Hunter was bringing in all these women, and what was it, Mania? He brought in Sable, and he was giving Sable shit, and Mark Mero came to defend her honor.
Yep.
Biggity bam, fucking brand new feud.
Insta feud. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now Sable's with Mero, which is where you wanted to be to begin with. It was
Right.
perfect.
100%.
Biggity bam.
Biggity bam.
Biggity bam.
Me and Matt looked at each other like we just had like our heads on fire because you said biggity bam.
I haven't said biggity bam in a long time.
Well, we get that moment where she gets out of the reindeer costume and the place goes crazy and she leaves without her husband and wishes everybody a Merry Christmas.
She didn't even leave with Tom Brandy. What a fucking flat lever.
We go backstage. Triple H is now getting a talk from China. And then I don't know how this was not a main event on a pay-per-view. Kurgan with the Jackal
Oh, what
against 8 Ball.
What the fuck was this? Did you find it ironic when the fucking what's his nuts called Kurgan the Alpha and the Omega?
Yes, I also thought it was
Wow.
super weird. He kissed like a child on the head and then put the weird
We don't
dot
know
on
how
the
old she,
forehead.
do we know how old she was?
She looked like a child.
It was probably somebody's daughter from the back. It was
Yeah.
probably somebody's kid.
That was you know what, when you mentioned that, like I haven't seen that since it actually happened. That was his like gimmick. Like
Kurgan's neck looks like a fucking. Remember that tour we had back in the day to Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah.
He looked like a fucking retarded Stretch Armstrong.
And don't worry, he'd get worse when he joined the Oddities.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Kurgan's on the house mic too. Jackal, excuse me, is on the house
Jackal,
mic
Don
too.
Callis.
Um,
What a bag
this
of douche.
this goes exactly how you thought it would when you say Jackal versus 8 Ball.
Yep.
and the other guys, Sniper and Recon, are still there, which I totally
Sniper and
didn't.
Recon.
Sniper and Recon are
It's like generic GI Joe
B,
names.
B squared is still there.
Were Sniper and Recon in that tag team battle royal match at WrestleMania that year that LOD won?
And they may have put on their new gimmicks, like they're like Montreal, because they're both
Everything given.
because the one guy is from Montreal. I forget which
I love how you say Montreal like authentically, like the
Oh, listen,
Canadians.
listen. Hockey has changed. me.
Montreal.
Hockey has changed me. So one Sniper was the guy, the French wrestler, and Bull Buchanan is the other one.
Oh, that's right.
No, I don't
Bull
remember which one
Buchanan was
which.
Recon, wasn't he?
I don't remember which one was which.
Yes, Bo Buchanan was Recon. Sniper was Luke
At my dick.
Poliar.
Yeah, so the one of them was French, and they were a tag team. Eventually, they would come back to WWE, or at least they would shed the Truth Commission gimmick and actually wrestle with like singlets and actually wrestle like.
Were they like Sunday Night Heat guys?
So, yeah, they were Shotgun Saturday Night guys, 100%.
They were in that battle royal, Tony,
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 14, and then post WrestleMania 14, they briefly feuded with Kurgan and the Jackal under the name Armageddon.
Yes. 100%. That's it.
Fucking guys are so lucky they had a pay-per-view.
And they
named
had
after
like weird
themselves.
like black singlets with like with I think they had the Quebec flag on it, if I'm not mistaken. So so that's what
I think my son is in the living room playing Gorilla Tag. That's why we hear screaming now.
we have to talk about this Gorilla Tag thing.
Gorilla Tag.
They continue to look for Mankind, the New Age Outlaws. Oh, yes, whatever. Sidewalk Slam, Kurgan wins. The Recon and the Sniper, they're out there to beat up the 8-Ball.
And then Skull comes
Skull
in with
comes
a
out.
2x4.
We get D'Lo Brown taking on the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
This was a fun promo from The Rock.
Ken Shamrock just looks so confused when shit was going on with the
Ken
interviews.
Shamrock always looked confused.
Yeah, he's like, duh.
Just to be clear.
He should have been a world champion.
He wrestled Sean at the pay-per-view in between, right?
Yes.
Yes.
When Owen Hart came back, the Degeneration X pay-per-view.
And I remember the story was it was his first time like really in the main event. And Sean told him, listen, the crowd's going to be really loud. Make sure you call your spots nice and loud. So if you go back and watch that match, all you hear is Shamrock calling spots. What a fucking dick.
D'Lo gets quickly beat by the ankle lock, but it's all about after the match with the Rocky Maivia comes out. He cuts a promo. He challenges him for the IC title match at
It's so
Royal
weird
Rumble.
because he challenges Shamrock and he's the champion. He's like, I will, and Shamrock's already in the Rumble, and he goes like, I'll put my.
I
Belt.
like when the champion
Yeah.
puts the challenge out, man.
Gotcha.
Tells a good story.
And they still continue. You know, Rock cuts this promo. He calls out the Ken Shamrock. I was gonna say the Rock, and Farouk still looks fucking super annoyed.
Yep. Because The Rock is telling people to come back like he's the leader.
We are now over to the locker room with China and Sean. They are still
commiserating.
HBK is going to teach Triple
Canoodling,
H a
as Tony would
lesson.
say.
The New Age Outlaws then finally come upon Mankind.
They came upon him
So
like the
he-
wise men looking for Jesus.
He locks the New Age Outlaws in a freezer. And then we're back to the artist formerly known as Goldust and Luna Vachon and those giant fake hitters. This is fucking so weird. He comes out to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Was this when he was FU Goldust?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's out here doing this weird read, and this is appropriate time for Santa Claus to come out and give candy to everybody.
Not mad at that. It's creepy.
And this clearly catches the attention of Goldust and Luna, and they're both very upset about this. So upset that they completely stop watching Santa Claus and allow him to come in the ring and fucking wallop Goldust from behind with his bag of goodies. And it turns out that the Santa Claus was none other than the man they call Vader.
Want to mess with Santa? Fuck around and find out.
I was surprised Goldust didn't smell him coming down the aisle.
Cornette said, "That is not a jolly fat man."
No,
Cornette was like so good on the commentary this whole show.
he was.
I think you agree.
Yeah, I think he really shines in this main event as he
He
continuously
always did
just
good commentary, even with Crockett when he filled in for Shivani once in a while.
hindsight, because we know like Sean's history, like Cornette was hitting so inside baseball, like Kevin said before, like Sean likes to cry a lot in this town.
Yeah, Sean's a piece of shit, really.
Yes,
when you
I
look
agree.
In hindsight,
It's main event time. It's the European champion, WWF European champion, Shawn Michaels against Triple H. You think there's going to be a match? It is far from it.
Tony, you still have the European title?
Yes.
You want to fight me outside for it?
No.
Okay. God, man, I'm sorry.
I did a Shane McMahon a couple years ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Sean takes a bump to the mat and he just lays there, and Triple H ridiculously runs the ropes.
He almost prances.
Yeah. I remember watching this live as
Yeah.
a kid, as a young man, I guess.
And then he does the best version of the Warrior Splash.
little knee to the mat first action. Gotta love
And we have a new European champion. Cornette's all over him. It was a ruse, a play, a plot, a plan, a charade, a conspiracy, a sham. We've been conned, hoodwinked,
Cornholed.
bamboozled, flim flam. Double cheese.
Flam flam.
Post match,
Fuck you, bye.
Shawn and Triple H cut a very sarcastic promo. That was the both grueling and rewarding match of the career.
Yo, Sarge, I did it.
Perfect.
But just as the show is winding down, Sergeant Slaughter there laughing, touching his giant chin. You'll be defending that title against Owen Hart next week. But he just says it to the camera, so Triple H and Shawn Michaels don't know. It was not terrible.
Yeah, it's a cool ending though. Like
Yeah.
he kind of just tells the people at home what's going to happen next week.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Owen Hart beats him for it.
Not at that point.
I think he does, unless it's WrestleMania. Where
Evolution wise, isn't this the pun? No pun intended. Is Triple H the best character to evolve as a superstar? Like in terms of when he came in and up until he can't wrestle anymore.
So I'm gonna flip the script on you entirely. I'm gonna say yes to that, but this just reminded me of watching Impact this week. I think Cody Deaner has been totally elevated and completely incredible as now a new important character facing off with Sami Callihan. But going back to your point, yes, I think Triple H this is the progress that Triple H needed. And then of course it's the night after Triple H gets hurt where X-Pac comes back.
Yeah,
And
even
then-
get hurt. Oh, then when they did the whole thing in the garden and he punished him
Yeah.
and he did the whole slop match thing for like
Right.
10.
No, if you're gonna, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna pick somebody that never would have ever been where they are, Triple H.
Yeah. Politics aside, maybe even if he didn't go with Stephanie,
Nope.
do you think that he's the best character to evolve into a superstar?
I mean, it's him or The Rock, right?
Austin.
I mean,
think-
Rock
think-
is a close second, but he didn't stay.
I think Triple H's is just like that slow burn. Like you've
Yeah.
actually seen that
His
progression
progression,
as the
yeah.
years went on.
I mean, Randy Orton's got to be in that.
Randy
equation
Orton's
too.
in that category. Yeah, of course. But I think the standard
Yeah.
should be
If you're gonna have a
Triple H.
mold, yes, it's probably
Yeah.
Triple H. I agree.
And just so many just nuanced differences in his character as he went along.
Yeah.
The slight different changes from being like the Greenwich snob to being a degenerate to to going
To
full
be in
bore.
the game.
Yeah, as the leader, the game with Stephanie and drugging her and marrying her and all that other
The
shit.
cerebral assassin.
Yeah, the cerebral assassin. And then
Yeah.
like even after that, the King of Kings and all that, bow down to the king.
That's right.
To fucking
Motorhead.
to COO, to fucking corporate,
That's
Triple
probably
H.
Triple H.
and-
Even in corporate, even on the administrative side of it, like he's the guy, the flag bearer, the guy who kept the ship going. And then with Vince stepping down, it made perfect sense of what he's doing and where the company's going now. So
Yeah.
just a question I saved for tonight.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that.
So what do you think? December 22nd, 1997 Raw. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
You know what? I mentioned it before. I'd give it a thumbs up just because there was a fair amount of dog shit on there. But there's so much because you see where we get with this, with the crisscrossing storylines and whatnot. Like the 98 Rumble is probably the real jumping off point, right? Because right after the next night is Tyson on
Okay.
Raw.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. And Austin is cemented. He won the Rumble. Obviously he's going to be at the top of the mountain. Brett's gone. We're kind of past that. DX has cemented themselves as like the main players.
And we still have questions of the New Age Outlaws because don't forget the beginning of the show, it was a little tongue in cheek, like New Age Outlaws. You're saying you took out LOD, stay out of our businesses if you know it's good for you.
yeah. And the Rock's on the up. Like there's a lot of the Undertaker Kane stuff is yet to come to a head. So there's a lot of good stuff going on here. So for the Godwins and the Mark Marrows, like again, Kevin says it all the time. We talk AEW, like it's weekly TV. We got to fill it. There's a lot. Like I don't know if anything ever came with that Mark Marrow Tom Brady feud, and I'm okay not knowing.
Right.
No, nothing at all.
Think about this though. Like this is an hour and a half, and we've seen a few we got some dog shit filler segments. It's 3 hours now. You mean to tell me that they couldn't do it for an hour and a half, that they're having success doing it for 3 hours now? It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, no, I people are paying for that extra time.
You know what? Since we're going thumbs up, down, middle, I think I got to go thumbs up too. I'm kind of hesitant. Like I want to go middle. Like if it was a grade scale, I'd probably go lower than average, but I would think middles. I would think thumbs up is a fair assessment.
I'm with you. I think just based on the conversation, a thumbs up is probably the way to go.
Phil?
I mean, for me, I would have put Rock and Taker in the main event. But again, that's just me. And Shawn Michaels being the X Factor, and everybody was on TV. Every major star they had: Taker, Rock, Austin, Michaels.
It was a loaded show.
It was loaded.
Shit segments aside.
You're right, but the shit segments kind of camouflaged all the goodness that went down that night.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they're in that awkward transitional stage of getting the characters into more adult characters. Like they're getting away from the clowns and the cowboys and the Indians, and they're giving them an edge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, hindsight, you're seeing the birth of the Attitude Era, right? So
Yeah.
I think that gives it more. You tend to lean towards a thumbs up.
Yeah, because next summer poolside at fucking Casa de McMahon, the candle starts burning both ways, and they start to get the ship rolling. They realize what Turner's doing. They're like, all right, listen. And they just start tweaking things, and all of a sudden it becomes must-see television. Like for the next 2 years, it was must-see television.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to know what went on. And we were flipping back and forth, and we were like just taping both shows because we weren't home. You know what I'm saying? Watching Raw, taping Nitro.
Yeah, couldn't get enough.
So yeah, this was the tweaking. This was this was Vince going, yeah, I'll do something with him. And they move it along. It's just that kind of party. So,
and this was a great party tonight.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Phil, thank you for joining us. I hope everybody out there had a great, safe, happy holiday. The next time you see us, it'll be a new year. And by then, hopefully you had a very safe and healthy, happy new year. You enjoyed yourself with your family, and you're in one piece, and you're buckling down for 2023.
Boom.
Let's make it better than 2022. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Special thanks to Phil for joining us. The Turnbuckle Throwbacks. It's on the Shining Wizards Network. If you just put Turnbuckle Throwbacks into your search engine, where you do your podcast, the episodes will pop up, and you'll see Phil there all the time, getting in the way back. Doing what he does best. Talk about old school wrestling. Check him out. Me, Kevin, Tony will be back next week with another episode.
First of 2023, baby.
Of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
Once again, end of an era. Thank you so much to Drew. Thank you so much to the Rant for giving us a platform for these past 5 years to broadcast live. And like Phil said on his show Friday, like Drew said on his last episode, before this week's last episode, new things evolving. Can't wait to see. Microphone, you hand job.
Yeah.
I didn't think you remembered how to work one of those things.
I know how it works.
Good God.
Go ahead, finish your fucking.
I'm done now. Thanks for everything, Drew. Looking forward to 2023. Good things from the guys at the Rant.
Have a great new year, everybody.
Yes. Enjoy yourselves. Don't catch the clap and don't lick your mother's ass.
Right. Don't get arrested.
There you go.
Be kind to animals. Don't be a jerk off.
Yeah.
Don't drive drunk. Use an Uber.
Yes.
Don't say the N-word. That's bad.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
Nice.
Don't say narcissist
Or narcolepsy.
or narcolepsy.
Especially if you're driving.
Or antiphylactic.
Or nanner.
Ankle-phylactic.
What about Uncle Phylactic?
Or nannerpuss.
Don't fucking fuck with Nannerpuss.
Don't fuck with nannerpuss.
Canoodle. tonight.
Yeah.
when I get home.
Special thanks to Tony's kid for making an appearance tonight.
Fuck yeah,
T3,
T3, baby.
T3
He actually texted me while Matt was scolding me for looking at my phone earlier.
Gorilla
And
Squad.
he said, yeah, he's playing Gorilla Tag upstairs right now. He said, thank you. That was fun. So there you go.
You gotta learn how to speak into the mic, though. as we
Yeah,
all
well, I
at
mean,
some point.
in fairness, he didn't, he's not down here. He didn't know the gimmicks. So
That's true. That's true. Very good
Good night, Gracie.
Later.
You son of a bitch.
You motherfucker. What?
Fucker.
Phil's not here. Phil's here. I'm not gonna do the gimmick.
That's his gimmick.
Yeah, let him say it. Phil, say it.
Good night, Gracie.
Oh, I gotta press the button.
It's
Press the goddamn button.
Press this now, you fucking asshole.
push the button, connect. The
I gotta
goddamn
press two.
dots.
Wait, I gotta press this twice.
A lot of buttons.